Thank you. I'm sorry.
You can go around Solus.
It's good training, right?
I suppose, but
I mean,
you,
Well, it's fun. I can't help it.
I actually had an idea at breakfast today. So, you know milk.
Yes, I know milk. Milk's cool. I like milk.
And so recently I was introduced to ice cream, which I had the cookies and cream. And what if there was a way to put the flavor of ice cream into milk? Like the cream or like the chocolate taste into milk. Make it sweeter.
This is some like big chef stuff that I'm hearing here that I don't quite understand. So you wanna make milk taste different?
Yeah, like make it taste like the chocolate from the ice cream. Or like the different components.
Chocolate milk.
Well, I'm gonna calm down on the whole
It's names in
chocolate
progress,
in
but...
your ice cream, because that is a whole
So-
like load of things I've never even had. But so you want to make the chocolate from the ice cream, and you want to put it in the milk to make the milk a food, like a cream, a chocolate.
No, it's still gonna be milk,
cream?
but it's gonna be like chocolate. It's gonna have chocolate in it, but it's gonna be milk. I was gonna ask Bumble about it, but I don't know. It's just a concept.
Well, if we survive the next class, which is Octavian's, then we'll be paired with Lumen again. Make sure you have your weapons on you because he wants us to keep on this time.
we're paired with Lumen.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, second bell cycle. Side note, the Linvale situation is going to be scouted soon, and whoever does well on that class, I'm assuming, this is our little test, gets to go on said scouting mission. So, I assume that we'll have to be showing judgment in the middle of whatever we're doing, as well as, skill, considering he's a combat teacher. You know, don't get ahead of yourselves, I suppose, but also don't do nothing.
So I'm
I don't know what he has
crap
planned.
out whoever I'm up against, right? And then I'll get to go on this big old mission thing.
Yeah, do that. Good idea.
I can do that.
Okay. Cool. I don't know
Oh,
what's happening in the
Captain.
meantime. Well, stay
Are
close
you
to
feeling-
the arena.
Oh.
Yes?
I was asking if you're feeling alright.
Yeah, I'm okay. You meant my head, right? I'm fine.
Yeah, just making sure.
Yeah. Okay. No, I wasn't present because I was at the training grounds beating the shit out of a dummy for most of the morning. So. Okay, yeah, you're dismissed. I would recommend we stick next to there because the Chancellor made a point of well, he brought up our tardiness in general. I don't know if he was talking about Terra exclusively, but we had part something to do with that, I suppose. Cool. End of speech. Okay. Are we good? We're good? Yeah. Everyone has theirs. Questions?
So, I was asking the other two this morning. Do you think you got any like ways you can think of how you beat a necromancer? Because it's kind of been stuck in my mind since the Chancellor said there might be one in the village taking the people. So like, if we're
Sword
gonna
in the
fight
heart.
one, how do we beat him up? But like, what if you stab him, and then they necromancer themselves?
Can they do that?
I don't know. You guys know more about magic than I do. I just kind of make a fireball in my hand and punch people. I don't really know how it works. Maybe they can. I don't know.
There's tales
Okay.
where powerful wizards can turn themselves into things sort of like that and theoretically live forever. So
Oh, those.
maybe it's
swords,
like a
yeah.
maybe it's like a fire against fire sort of concept.
I can do fire.
No, I meant like we fight necromancy with the same thing.
What if
but
I just? No, that's
maybe.
a bit horrific actually. I'm not very want to do
Have
that.
any of you seen Ovidan?
Oh, I saw him on the way to breakfast.
Oh yeah, okay. They figured it out. Just checking. Chocolate milk.
But milk chocolate, that makes sense, right? Like, that would be good?
I guess I've never really had it like once. I think
Chocolate is
tasted pretty good. It's very sweet, isn't it?
Wouldn't it just be like melted ice cream?
Exactly, but for breakfast. So you can have, technically, ice cream in the morning.
We're having
You can
ice
just eat
cream
ice cream
for
in the morning, I
breakfast.
think
You
so.
guys can do that?
Okay.
Yeah, I think
I
we
thought
can,
it was
we
something
can.
like a dessert thing. Did you guys get? You can eat. Where do you get ice cream for breakfast? I want ice cream.
What
for
are these
breakfast. I want
archaic
ice cream.
rules I'm hearing about? Is this what Flens does all day?
No, that's
Think of ice
no.
cream rules.
Well,
Okay.
no,
It's-
you can't have ice cream because it's a dessert thing, right? It's a treat after you've eaten dinner.
I
But
mean,
forgot it because we had enough for me to.
You
decide to chip
can.
kids.
You shouldn't. It's just not a good
Not-
meal to have before you start your day. It's not enough energy.
Hasn't stopped me before.
Caffeine
Alright.
hasn't.
There is caffeine though.
Well, that was thanks to the octopus, I thought, but I don't know. Maybe you ate something.
No, I think it was the caffeine. I mean, octopus is great. You had octopus? It's like wild. It's like weird chicken. Like it's like chicken, but it's weird.
It's
I
weird
haven't-
chicken.
No one else gets it. No,
It's I don't.
weird chicken.
I know what you're trying to say, but I don't know. I don't
Chicken
know
of the
how
sea?
to
Oh, no.
agree with it.
Well, no, it just
That's what I'm
tastes like
saying.
chicken, but like not. You know, it's like you eat it. It's like, well, it's chicken, but it's not. It's octopus, and it came from the fucking water over there. and
It
it's like,
tastes
oh, it's
like
weird
chicken. Is that what
chicken,
you're
but it's-
trying to say?
Kind of, yeah. It kind of tastes like chicken, but also kind of doesn't. So it's got this weird kind of like it's like weird chicken, you know? Maybe it's like dipped in. I don't know that many foods. Weird chicken stuff.
You said the second?
Yeah, 1 second.
Alright.
And remember if I have anything to do. Is opening here today? Or awake, I suppose.
I didn't see her.
Okay. I don't think so. I don't remember the memos. I can check the board. I'm gonna check the board. Okay, I'm gonna go check the board. I'll see you all in a minute. Or more.
See you, Captain. Does he also struggle with reading?
I don't
I
think
don't know.
so.
Oh no. Oh, you guys can read, right? So like, when you guys can read properly, is it like some super fast? You look at the words and it's all like, and it all goes like into your head in like one big go kind of thing.
Not
Because
in
I'm
my
reading it really slowly,
experience.
and I have to like sound them out.
I mean, Sarvyra, have you gone all in one experience with the novel?
I feel like you explained it as if it was kind of like magic. I guess, kind of, but not quite.
I mean, you gotta read books to get some magic, right? It's some like, I've seen them with like their books out, and they say a bunch of weird things. All of a sudden, they're summoning things from the sky, or the books had pictures of that anyway. But I don't know if that's actually how it
So
works.
allow me to explain. Some books are magical. All books are their own kind of magic for your mind. It's like watching.
That us?
No,
That's us. No.
it's they ring it that they need to get there, and then they ring it again when classes started. That's not us.
Oh. Well, that was a pretty short class. I mean, what if it
But
is us? And maybe the
books-
class is just saying if you can take one punch from the teacher or something.
Be a pretty strange class.
Hmm. No, you're saying about books, the whole magic thing, but also not magic.
Books are like magic, but for your minds. It's like watching a play, but behind your eyes, in your head.
What?
Does that no, it doesn't make sense. Imagine your... Sarvyra, help me.
Okay, how do you read now, currently?
Oh, I look at the word, and I read out each letter, and then I kind of put them together, and if it sounds odd, I just think about a word that sounds similar enough, and I just hope that's the right one.
So, imagine that, but it's much faster, and instead of having to sound them out, you can do it all in your head.
Get to that point?
Yes.
Wow.
It's like, instead of putting the letters into words, you're putting the words into sentences, and then you're putting the sentences into paragraphs.
I don't know what a paragraph is, but alright.
You'll get there.
No, wait, I do know what a paragraph. Hang on, wait, no, that is that's when there's a lot of sentences in like a big like box or something, and there's like a whole bunch of them, and then it what did you say? Oh, it like cuts off, right? And then it's like a different box of words. Yeah, it's like a box.
He's
it's a
learning,
box of,
Jackson.
sen-
He's
sen-
learning.
Sentences.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to sit down on this. When I figure out how to sit down again. 1 second.
Look, you're gonna learn something new as well. How to sit down.
Stop. Stop it. Cool. Oh,
No,
God.
this is the third time I mentioned it, but I'm not crazy. Milk chocolate, it would work. I'm just saying.
We could try it.
Like,
Listen,
imagine
you're
you're-
saying a lot of flavors that are expensive, and I can't comprehend them on my like mind right now. Okay, I'm trying
Milk
to think
isn't that
of
expensive.
chocolate, and that's like a lot.
No,
okay,
but
we've had,
chocolate
like,
might be.
one bar in my lifetime, so
No,
like
no.
chocolate's a lot. And milk. I know what milk is.
That is,
I've had to
yeah.
count the fuzz.
I mean, why don't
Like,
you just test it
chocolate's
out?
a lot.
No, I'm saying like milk gives you protein, but if it's a day where like you don't have anything going on, you can add the chocolate to the milk to add a boost of flavor, and
Right.
milk chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a leisure milk.
So it's kind of like dropping other foods in the milk. So like I could take an apple.
They
and
do
put
that
it
a
in
lot,
milk and I have
actually.
apple
In a
milk?
lot of recipes, they do that. Just drop things in milk
That's
sometimes.
called baking.
But they never put
Isn't
like
that soup?
Oh.
liquids into milk. No, it's not.
Drop
it's
a-
not
if you have
soup.
You
drop
ever
a
heard
whole
of anything
thing-
of what they're talking about?
Plenty of soups. No, it is a soup.
No.
Because you take the liquid, right, and you drop the chocolate thing inside it, and the chocolate floats about,
Because
and
they're
then
not
you drink
finishing
That's
it in
soup,
like
'cause you drop-
No,
over
no,
a
but it's like
fire
you
or an
let
oven
the,
or
you let the
in the
something.
chocolate melt in the milk,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you like I don't know like
Oh, that's a
put them
good point.
together, so it's like all one liquid.
How do they milk
So you
chocolate
you
down?
mash the chocolate in the milk?
And then you add. Then
How do they melt
no,
chocolate
wait,
down?
No,
Well, you
it
would
makes
put it
sense.
in a container that's not going to catch fire, and you put the chocolate in, and then you put the container over fire,
So you
and
take
then
the milk,
it melts. That's how that
and
works.
you
Take
take
some.
the chocolate,
Yeah. Yeah.
put it in the milk, and you mash it around a bunch, so it's all
And
one
you
kind of
stir it.
gooey.
You could stir
You
it.
stir it, and then
Stir it.
but
Milk
then
chocolate.
it's still solid, right?
No, it would.
Who'd you fight
it
yesterday?
would melt.
You melt it in the thing, so
Who'd
you have
you,
melted chocolate
You know, in the last
into your
thing,
milk.
I had
So
Sorry.
that would make
Tail.
like a glass of milk with like sludge chocolate in the middle,
oh,
and then you
okay.
drink that and you get to like the weird sludge. It's like,
I thought so. I remembered.
Well, you can remove the sludge and take a spoon.
was,
Just take it out.
It was someone pale.
but then doesn't that just
It
go
would be
into the
good,
chocolate
though.
bar? What?
It would. After Octavian's class, I'm gonna try it. It's gonna be good.
Listen, maybe I'm missing something here, but I'm no chef. Right? My expertise goes to boiling some water and then putting a fucking apple in it. So you have to bear with me if I'm not understanding everything here.
Well,
but
if it's
from the sounds of it, you're
good,
just leaving a
I'm gonna-
sludge of.
I don't even know.
Fine.
Is this potion?
So
Are we talking
I'm
about
gonna make
potions
it-
now?
No, they're
and
talking
if
about
it's good,
drinks.
what would you give me? If it's bad, I'll give you something. But if
Uh-oh.
Now they're making a deal.
Okay.
One free
Oh,
shot
I never
right
made
in
a
the
deal
face.
with you about
You
your
know, I
sponge
punched
cake.
you before and it made it bleed. You get one
What?
free full punch as strong as you hard, as hard as you can, kind of thing.
About your
Make my
sponge
nose
cake.
bleed, break it if you want to,
said
that kind
that
of.
we were gonna make.
No, no,
Fucking
no, no.
deal.
It was
you
it
know
was
what deal? Yeah.
shortcake.
Good. All right, cool.
I
And
think
then you can
someone
make
else
your
made the sponge
chocolate
cake.
milk. I don't.
Isn't it also
It'd be like a
sponge cake?
sludge
And
I
in the
don't-
middle. Why would you?
Is it?
I have
didn't think
taste.
so.
I thought there was some
Hang on,
ambition.
wait, no,
I
sorry,
don't
sorry,
remember.
again, yeah,
I don't remember either.
hang
I'm
on,
very
you made
tired.
sponges.
Solus
What the hell's
is
a
curious.
sponge?
Yeah, they're delicious. You just pull them right out of the sea and you dry them out. and
Please
nom,
don't. No,
mm.
do not encourage him.
Sometimes the soap is poisonous though, so you have to wash that out.
We're talking
it's
about.
great.
Actually, I'm with sauce on this one. Is it seafood? Is it dessert?
We're
Yeah,
talking
it's
about.
seafood dessert.
Well, I'm
Sponge
thinking
cake.
sponge like the cleaning thing. No, you
What have
dip
you
it in a
done?
bucket and you kind of clean something. And are you eating?
What have you done?
A beautiful thing.
They
No, you haven't.
Beautiful
They're gonna
thing.
try to eat
Try cleaning other
sponges.
things.
I guess it would
I
be
mean-
practical.
Not? Is
Just
that not what
make
Christians
fishes and
talked about here?
Oh god.
Please don't eat any sponges. That's not. No, they're not edible.
You heard her. She's the medical one. You have to listen to her.
But what if I want a sponge cake?
What if you're what?
If I want a sponge cake?
Oh, want
If
it,
I am
yeah.
a sponge cake?
I thought we
I
were
think
gonna
I
make
am.
some with strawberries on it. I thought they just made sponge cake but with a dip and then they put strawberries on it.
I don't really know what
What's
the
the
difference is
difference?
between the two.
What if I put strawberries in milk? Milk
And then
strawberries.
you just got. That's a soup then, Ivy! It's a soup again! You're putting the whole.
you.
Yeah,
Can
it
you-
is.
in the milk!
It
It's
sounds
the
like you're
same
making soup out of
thing.
milk.
No, it's. I'll make both milk chocolate and milk
We
strawberry.
sat here
It's
all
a
morning
routine.
talking about
It's a
this.
soup! You
I
put the
know, I know.
strawberries In
And we're
with the
still not
soup.
past
You
it.
crush the
No, no.
strawberries, you get
It would
strawberry
count
juice,
as
I'm aware of
milk.
that.
You would drink it as milk. Okay.
Mm.
I'll make both, and if they both stink, then
It's
you
a-
punch me twice. And if they both are great,
why-
then I
wait,
punch you
whoa.
twice.
Why is that the agreement?
Please don't.
There's like other
Sure, yeah,
things
you
you could
can
do.
punch me twice if strawberry milk and you making a
Oh my
soup
God,
out of
humans are
strawberries
so
and milk,
violent.
and then chocolate milk, the sludge in the middle of a milk taste.
Welcome to Terra.
I don't
You've
believe
been
it's
here
gonna be
longer
okay.
than
Maybe
all of us.
chocolate milk would, because
Wasn't this violent
chocolate does-
before?
I know.
Chocolate tastes pretty good the
I said
way it is.
humans, not Terra.
I know,
Terra's
it's
fine.
fine.
This is influence. This is Asixian influence,
What do you
probably.
mean?
You're not even Asixian. I don't know. I'm kind of being racist.
I'm not crazy. Milk strawberries
Yeah.
can be good. I'll make it good.
Nah, it's a soup.
You know what? I'll take your word on this, Ivan.
Thank you, Sarvyra. She's a connoisseur of tradition of the future.
I mean,
It's
if I hit
a
it, can I punch
soup.
you?
Hmm?
You didn't. I said, could I jump in on his deal with you about this? The
We'll
milk
make a
soup
punching
that you're
circle.
making?
We'll just go around in a circle and punch each other or something. I don't know.
No,
Fine,
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
if it's
fair.
great, you can hit both of us.
We'll enjoy the nice futuristic taste
Last
of
one
milk
standing is the
strawberry and
winner.
milk chocolate.
Futuri-
and
that's
you
really
two
bold
remain in
of
the
you to
past of
say,
milk.
futuristic. Milk is milk. Milk is
I am
milk.
pioneering the future of culinary expertise.
It's not chocolate.
Stop using big words. I don't know what you're saying. What's a column?
It will be revolutionary.
What does that mean?
it means that
I
it's
don't
going
know
to
these
start.
big words mean. I'm used to people in the
It means it's
past
going to
giving
reform
dickheads
everything.
constantly.
Oh.
It will. I
It's
swear.
a
it will.
soup.
No, it won't. It's a soup of milk, and it's
You know
going to
what?
be.
I
It
think
will
we
be
should
a
go ask
breakfast.
some other teams what they think.
We'll have a poll. Yes. It's gonna be good. You guys are gonna love it.
Okay, yeah. Let's get a schedule
No,
and let's ask people if this soup would be
No,
good.
It's not a soup.
Can we have a second one to say whether or not it's a soup?
I think that is a good thing.
I think
We
that
should
would
totally
solve a
get
lot
that
of
because I think
problems. I think just coming up to the team. I'll start with Tao, and I'll ask him, and he'll take it
Oh
seriously.
yeah, isn't he?
Mhm.
Isn't he a chef? I think that's what he said on my first day.
Well, he made the ice cream. Hey, you could ask Tao.
And he'll.
This is told. Go ahead, you. I had mine scattered.
Fine, we'll go ask Tao if my invention would be a soup. Soldis.
I bet it will.
It won't be a soup because it's not a soup.
It's a soup. I don't know.
It sounds like a
I'm
soup.
I'm no big. I'm
Fine,
no
I'll be
small
the bigger
cooking
man.
but-
I'll be the bigger man. I understand you may be incorrect on this because it's not a soup. I accept your opinion and I validate it.
See, you,
how's that?
you
Wow.
got
That's really
Ivian's
big of you, but it
approval,
is a
soup.
the creator of the idea.
Oh wow! I'm so
I
glad
like that.
I'm so glad the creator of chocolate milk soup approves of my ideals and my thoughts.
You will hear if you know what? Let's double the stakes. If it's good, you will refer to me as Ivian, the Milk
Ooh.
Master.
Oh my god. That's a big.
That's
good
Weird
title.
nickname.
Yeah, sounded better in
Big
my head.
stakes. Big
Take
stakes
that one
right
back.
there.
It's we're gonna reverse that.
I'll take that bet. I'll take that bet.
Actually, no, calling you Milk Master would be pretty funny, so I'm down for that.
I'm not
And
doing it
then
in front of
if
the
it's
professor.
No,
bad-
I take
will
it.
take your
I
bet.
take it back. I don't want
I'll
this.
do it in front of
I
the
take.
professors. No,
I
I'll
reverse
call
it.
you Milk Master, and then if
I'll do
it's
it
good,
I
only
want to
in
be
front
called
of
the
the
you gotta
Master.
call
And
me.
I'll do it around everyone else.
It's sounded a lot
Soulless
cooler in my
Anima.
head.
The greatest fire wizard in all of the Stera. That's what you gotta call me.
Can I change mine?
No,
Nah, it's too late.
that's an order.
Fine, fine.
Milk Master.
2 punches and
Can I
the
take back the
greatest
order as second in
etc.
command?
Not a second in command.
Conflict amongst the leaders already. Look at this.
Done. I'll get you one day. Maybe. Probably not.
That's the spirit.
Listen, I'm only
The great
teasing.
milk
you still,
chocolate
listen,
wars.
I'm still up for the punch thing, but I'll call you the nickname. But I still think that it's gonna taste like shit. If you want to go into it, mate, go ahead.
I
but
mean, I wasn't really
genuinely
worried about the
believe-
taste as much as it is a soup that you're describing. That's how you make soup.
It's
If it's not a soup, it's a
not a
broth,
soup.
because what you're implying is that it's going to
It's
dissolve
a
into a different
breakfast
liquid.
beverage. You got your milk, you got your orange juice, you got your milk chocolate.
Chocolate,
Wait,
milk,
orange juice in
strawberry
the
soup.
milk? Where did that get in? Hang on.
It sounds very
when
posh.
did milk get involved? Where did orange juice get involved? We've got
Orange
milk and
juice?
chocolate. We just
It's just
add the end.
it's the 3 pillars of
Celery goes
breakfast
with it.
beverages. You got your
Ivy.
milk, orange juice.
You
I
could throw
think
some
so.
carrots
We'll
in
just
there.
put the entire breakfast table in there. Why not? Just the entire
Maybe
thing in
some
one
chicken?
go. One big old super drink.
Maybe I'll do that next. You know,
So,
I call milk
that,
everything.
yeah, just cut everything up into every ingredient into one drink, and then that will be breakfast.
Soup.
You'll never have a craving again.
What?
Soup squared.
Super soup.
Soup.
It's like
'Cause you put
everything
soup in
one
there.
soup.
Yeah.
It's more like you take soup and then you add more soup to the soup.
I hate this idea. Can we please change the subject to something else?
I hate this conversation.
This is the most fun
Yeah.
I've had
Oh,
about cooking since we
morning.
thought it was a good idea to add a fucking onion to an apple pie one time. back
One
at
time
home,
I
but-
made a
Milk
cookie
onion,
and it
yes,
was,
Solus, you're a genius.
It was not a cookie.
Please
it was
don't
just
add
a
Don't
onions
add-
to the milk.
Don't add an onion to milk!
I'm not. Okay. I'll just leave it at the two. Milk chocolate, milk strawberry. So, Sarvyra, where are you going?
This
Come on,
conversation.
listen. We're making history
We're going
here.
to
You
find
can't
a
just
new
walk away.
home on Rosewood Isle, or whatever we call this place.
I'm leaving the academy. I'm done with this conversation.
Oh my god. Oh Jesus.
Oh my god.
Oh, they're following.
Oh.
It's too late. We can't escape.
Okay.
They're on our team.
You are the captains after all. We do kind of have to follow you around.
I don't have to, unless ordered, but you don't have to right now.
I'm not gonna give orders to you. I don't feel like it. Right now.
You can
I'll do
keep
it
talking
later.
about milk chocolate and how it's not a soup, but
No, I'm okay. Goodbye.
It's a soup though, because it's like in the middle, right? Like a sludge, so there's an extra bit of milk, even if it's
God.
melted, because the milk.
I'm not
like,
having the
it's
conversation.
It's too
right?
serious.
I'm not.
Too serious. It riled me up, legitimately. I'm upset now.
All right, well, we'll just
We
wait
can
and
put
see,
our
alright?
differences aside for this combat class.
I think that would be the weirdest way to start a civil war ever. in
Milk
the history of
chocolate,
anything.
that one?
Actually, maybe not. Have they started civil wars over food before?
I don't know.
Should we?
Maybe.
Ugh.
That sounds
Like,
awful.
Strawberries, I can kind of. You could like crush them.
I
and
want to
make, like,
go see
strawberry juice out of it and
Caleb
then put it
kick
in
the
them.
shit
I don't know
out
if
of
it tastes
one of
good,
the
but
Umbra
you
team
could do
again.
that. I can see that.
Are
working
we-
for the first time.
Are we
It sounded
allowed
really
to
interesting.
I know,
go
you can
watch?
pull juice, is that a thing?
To watch?
I mean, if you can't.
Probably
use
not,
chocolate.
actually. That would defeat the purpose of us
Mm,
going in.
yeah.
Yeah, then
Okay.
we would get a sneak peek at whatever's happening in there.
Sneaky, peeky.
Okay.
Probably a whole
mean-
bunch of fighting or something, which I'm ready for.
We are Terra.
Right, we are Terra.
Yeah, we
We are
are.
Terra.
We're Terra. We're green.
I
Very-
think
very
they're
sneaky.
following the whole conversation very well.
Hmm. You know what? Actually, I'll be honest. After these
Guys,
two
please
lovely
stop
people have
hitting
their
each other.
opinions on the matter.
Oh,
Three, in
we
fact.
can ask the next. We can ask the next game. We don't have to ask.
Oh my god, Mom and Dad are fighting.
Alright, leave them alone.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
now. Oh.
What the-
Hi guys.
Listen,
Yeah.
Mom and Dad is Yuki
Don't know,
and
I keep-
Tao.
Maybe you
They're
just
like my
sleep.
older siblings that I always like to fight.
You don't sleep.
Oh. Brother, sister, fight.
Exactly. I'm gonna murder you while you sleep.
I mean, to be
Yeah,
fair,
that-
those feet are pretty deadly.
I sleep with my gun on me.
Hmm.
Emma. What?
Ugh.
I heard you were looking for coffee.
Don't indulge her.
Oh, right.
You
Did I
have
say
some?
that? I forgot.
I tried to talk
I
to you
don't
about
even
it,
know if I
but you
told
were
them.
busy. Yeah, Tara has coffee.
Don't fucking indulge her. She's a junkie.
Well,
It's dangerous stuff. I'd be
Oh.
careful. I had it and I was like
Wait,
energized
Aqua's
all
looking
day,
for
so
coffee
I.
too.
it's fine, Buttercup.
Shut
I got
the
it.
What's up with
So
the coffee? Is there something to do with
Uh,
combat?
Do you want some tomorrow? I can get you a few
Yeah,
packets.
George, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ivan, I'd rather you not.
And we have plenty. I don't.
No, that's not the
Hmm.
problem. He's a
No,
junkie.
What? Pah! I'm not. So coffee tomorrow?
He's a
Deal?
junkie.
Yeah.
No.
Don't give her coffee.
Mm.
I'm just.
No. That's right. Fuck off.
That's a
I'll
bit
be
rude.
there.
I don't think it's that to him.
You fuck off too.
Emma, tomorrow I'll get you a few packets.
I'll be there.
Good luck.
Thank you, Sarvyra.
The most mature of all of them would probably be her mother.
I see. And you, Sarah?
suppose I would choose Abigail to be the one who acted best for trying to find a solution to the problem. And Robert would be worst for hearing one side of this scenario and resorting to violence first.
I see. And you?
Oh, the best character in the story, I would say Abigail's mother. She gave Abigail the choice of what she wanted to do or not. If she were to act something that she didn't want, for a prize that may not have been worth it. Of having headaches.
That's quite understandable.
The worst character in the story, I would say, would be Robert. Acting rash out of emotion of somebody there were no real emotions for, only on one side.
I see. Amadel, what do you think of their answers?
I do believe their answers are very rational, very well thought of. Judging by their answers, I believe
Do you
that
know what
they're
the true
quite.
test of this exercise is, Amadel?
I have a hunch, but do tell.
You have 5 minutes to discuss amongst yourselves and come to a unanimous decision where you must all agree who is the best and the worst amongst you. And then come to us. If you can't agree in 5 minutes, you'll have failed the task.
Try that. Bot forward a little bit and then arm forward. Keep your arms slightly. Okay. There you go.
I wasn't speaking. Phyllis, you might want to see that.
A little differently, but
See what?
Talking about fencing swords.
Probably.
what do I?
I assume this isn't the class.
Sox, you have a rapier too, right?
No, it shouldn't be. I don't
yeah.
see the professor. But
Jackson.
also they're third up.
Sure,
Yes,
but-
yes, I mean spar. You want to spar? I assume.
Yeah.
I was hoping to practice.
He's picking up a rapier.
Oh, sure.
We're trying to walk him through things.
Okay. Your defense, right?
No, it's super easy.
So you have to keep in mind of this is
Okay.
it's not very good on defense. If someone comes swinging at you all heavy, like you're not gonna be able to block with this thing. At most, you're gonna
Sorry, I'm
slightly
a bit
push it away.
spaced out today. Okay.
What are you gonna aim for?
Not the only one.
In actual combat, don't do this in training. I need to get better at this. If you want to aim for weak points, so places you're aiming for is a lot of people have a bit of a weakness around the neck area.
A lot of them.
Around here, somewhere you can stab right through. It goes through rather easily, and then you can get them in one go. Easy peasy. Right dead. Just deal with them anymore. One thing you also should avoid is slicing too much. If you're worrying, if you're trying to use the edge of the blade way too much, you're not going to do much damage. You're not going to hurt the person. So you're going to be focused more on your stabbing, or if you are going to slice, use the tip of the blade, because it's a lot more sharp than the rest. Right?
Yes. One of shield. Other than that, try not to get.
And then sparring,
Well, that's advanced.
No, that's ready. Oh, and then old man, military man, told me how to kill people.
Stab too far. You can put a little fork on the end of it to make sure you don't kill someone.
Probably be a good idea.
Also, like,
Attack
you
the
feel
field.
like extra or something, what you can do, so like if you block someone, if you catch him in the guard bit, I did this against Ivy and I think I nearly broke his nose, so careful with this. You can catch him in there, and then you can kind of move their sword about and hit him with the other end of your blade, and you give him a little right smack in the face, and it'll get them all confused and dizzy, and then you can just lean right in and
Using
stab
it as a
them.
weapon is also something.
Sparring, but you know.
Well, many experts with it do. Okay. One more time. Ready?
I don't think I can do that, but
Yeah, of course you can. You'll be fine. Also, I don't know. You don't look dizzy.
Oh, nice. Smart. Getting smart. That's two. Yeah. No, it's good. You were doing well, cause Oh, good. That's us.
Yes.
All right. Well done, Irene. Can I shake your hand real quick? I think that would be appropriate.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to the way.
Yeah, of course.
I'm mostly just used to the.
Yeah. And then there's the just depending on the build of the shield, because it doesn't
should
cover a lot
grab
of ground.
Solus.
Yeah, I know. We're going. Solus.
Oh god.
Shit. Okay. Oh my god, what was that?
what I'm talking about.
I just saw Bellicosa doing something.
I am fluxing very badly right now. I
I'm
apologize.
so sorry. I was having the same problem. Yeah, no, fix that issue.
I don't think it's time for us yet. I think they're doing a
This
training
isn't a
thing?
spectator sport. Outside. Out of the arena for now.
Sorry,
outside. This is not a spectator sport.
Told you so.
No.
Someone rang the bell. I
Stay
heard
by
it.
the
They
gates.
rang the
I
bell.
do appreciate you coming on
Yeah.
time, though.
Alright.
It's nice at least.
Alright. Stay away from the gate. Get
Oh, she's back. We have
or such.
more time. We can call her over.
Tao? Shucks. I was gonna propose
were you
my
going to
milk
ask him
chocolate
about the-
idea. Yeah.
Right. What is happening with that?
No idea.
The magic horn.
Do you have your answer?
Oh, cool. We're all here.
Yes.
Are you guys ready?
It
Did you
works
get
out
water
of all
and
of us.
food today?
No, I'm ready.
Alright.
Out of the current squad.
Okay.
Remember, choose someone
The
you
worst?
dislike the
No,
most,
darling.
is what I heard.
I wanted you to use the characters.
no,
in
wait,
Well, I'm
the
down to
yourselves,
find anyone
not
early.
Yourselves.
I don't think I
The,
dislike
He also
anyone.
did that.
He also did that, yes, but I asked you to elaborate, and you said us.
Oh man, that's not
You're gonna
good.
find someone that's gonna
I
give you a good
apologize.
challenge, right?
I must have misunderstood.
What about,
I
like...
didn't mean
Yeah.
to be misleading. We value you all.
Are you
here.
sure?
We don't want you to rank yourselves internally like this.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
not gonna lie,
of the
not if you pick
characters in
someone
the
easy.
set, What is your answer?
What about
so I may give it to
Christopher?
Bombadil.
It would be
He's
Robert.
not here.
Sure.
And Best?
We need to go.
Here.
Best, her mother. Abigail's mother.
Inside the arena,
I
now.
shall let Bombadil know.
That was a great
So
lesson,
you
guys.
can
Put
put
your
your
names
exercises.
on me. I just put it out most.
Good day, man. That was unnecessary.
Towards the center of the arena.
It's fine.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Just like last time.
Oh, this is not the center.
You think we're all gonna... Oh yeah. Okay, Oh, oof.
Alright, tightly. More compact. Good. Welcome to the next lesson, the next class of your combat training. This time you've brought your weapons. I'm happy to say that none of you were late this time. Very good. Very good. Alright. Let me have a look at you all. I'll take your weapons out. Your main hand in front of me. Now. Let's have a look. Dagger. Any magical enchantments?
Ether Texter.
Good.
Excuse me, Professor. I'll be back shortly.
Of course, take your time. A spear. Sort of a glaive, more so. Alright. For you. Classic. Spear as well. Axe and shield. Very good. I forget the name, but I do recognize this weapon, not commonly known in Sarvyra. Alright, I'm not really sure what that is, but I'm going to assume that looks ranged to me. A giant hammer. Alright, and as for you, a magic staff. Very well. Now, the last time you were all here in my class, I had you beat up each other. Not for the sake of pleasure, not for the sake of you understanding that maybe you are potentially stronger than your other peers. No, it is for you to understand some of you are weak, some of you are stronger. But do not make this mistake. Even if you've won the previous combat, that does not make you worthy. Next of what we'll be discussing in this class is proper combat with weapons. Initially, you were fighting with your hands. Now you will be using the extensions of your own body. We'll be beginning a very similar session as we have last time. You'll be choosing your own opponents. This time you will be sparring each other with the weapons. I want you all to choose an opponent. You have 1 minute.
Who would be most appropriate?
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
mage
okay.
fight?
Nora.
This might be a more fair fight.
Yeah.
Solid.
Sure. Down for that.
Alright.
You got 3 minutes.
Sarvyra.
Sure.
Oh, no, nothing.
I mean,
You know what? I've changed my mind. You'll be fighting him. You two. You'll be fighting each other.
that's much better.
Alright, follow me. We'll be moving to the other grounds. Shoulder to shoulder, lined up.
With our partners, sir, or each other?
Just together in a line, does not matter. As long as you know your partner, that's all that matters. Now, I do not care how much experience you have while wielding a weapon, whether that be magic, whether that be a sword, whether that be a shield or a hammer or ranged otherwise. One thing you need to understand is that in my eyes, you're children. You're quite frankly nothing. But I'll make you into efficient killers. Of course, for the saving of this world, not for other impurities. Now, the rules are simple. Once you are hit 3 times, you are out and you are done. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. You two. First.
Good boy.
Alright, on my start, you may begin. Are you proficient in magic?
Yes, sir.
You may use your magic.
Like actual spells, sir.
Well, nothing to maim or injure, but to hit, of course.
It's all.
Do you know any
it's
of
all
that?
ranged.
Well, in this case, maybe it is in your best interest to run away from a spear and to shoot from afar.
So we can break the circle?
You cannot, but it is in the best interest to keep a distance from you. Would I be wrong?
No, sir.
No. Good. Alright, you may step towards the outer edges of the circles. And when I say begin, you will begin. Any questions before we start?
No, sir.
You.
No, sir.
Good. You may begin. Go. Quite fast. Now, I may be speaking bluntly, but if you're a mage with long range, you don't want to be beside a spear user. Move around, get away from him. It's common sense.
I understand, sir. My hands are a little. Too long.
Alright, 1 moment. Take a pause.
Sorry.
Again, corner to corner, line to line.
It's too long.
Alright. You feel like this weapon is inadequate?
It's adequate for its proper use, but not like this.
Okay, well, as a mage, you have to understand that if there is someone with close combat, you want to run away. Not retreat, but keep your distance. Perhaps it's not your best suitability to actually fight hand to hand. I understand that this circle is small in range, but you should be nimble enough. I want you to be unrelentless. I mean, to be relentless. You take everything you can. Don't let any distance get away from both of you. Keep that gap close.
Yes, sir.
You will restart. To my knowledge, have you both been hit once?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good. You may begin. Go. You weren't fast enough to shoot that spell. If you need to, gain distance.
I'm trying, sir.
You're not trying hard enough.
Shit.
Thankfully, I didn't have to go against armor.
That's what we like to see. All right. Good dodge. Reset. Step aside. Reset. All right.
Yes, sir.
One more time. Begin. All right. She's been hit. Stop. Stop.
I'm out.
That is it.
I'm out.
Not bad. Not bad. Of course, there are some comments I can give you all. All right.
I know.
I think one thing you two have learned is some limits you can potentially harness and get better at. Take a breather, get in the shade, relax. Next two. Let's see here. You two.
Son.
The rules are simple again. Once you're hit 3 times, you are out. Begin.
You did well.
Not really, but thank you.
You did good. You electrocuted me.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm sorry.
No, I don't like. Don't using my spells on friendlies.
Yeah. I know how you feel.
Seems to be like you're not really fighting
Go over
at
those notes
all.
for Actaris again.
What's the matter?
Even the friendly can turn against you anyway, so it's
I don't want to hear
important to
any fucking excuses.
be willing
Why
to
are you
fight
standing
anyone,
there
right?
doing nothing?
I guess.
Analyzing the situation.
Analyzing the situation while being hit in the head.
It didn't help
Been
me.
hit
I'm
twice.
running into invisible objects.
All right, step back, reset. If you get hit once more, I'm going to be
does
very
happen.
upset with you. On your marks, get set, begin.
Are you sure you're alright, Jack?
I never said I was. I'm okay though.
I know the feeling of electricity running through you is not a pleasant one.
All right, you've been hit.
Um,
Reset.
It's a little worse than that.
Yeah, it's different.
Once more. Set,
Much more
ready,
useful behind.
begin.
Well, spells are, I suppose. I mean, is there a condition behind your weapon of, like you said something about it being fragile, right, as well?
It's not. It has gold on it.
Abby.
Silver golden popper. And it has the gem.
Maybe some kind of speed potion or something? Get you more distance faster?
Good hit. Reset. Line to line.
Maybe.
But yeah, the
Circles are too small too.
One more blow to either one of you. This is the combat I like to see. This is better. Very good.
I don't need it to cast.
On your marks, get set.
I don't need it to cast.
Begin.
I can cast with the hand.
For you, quiet.
Sorry, sir.
Sir.
Well, what are you two standing for?
They do the same moves over and over again, they're never gonna get anywhere.
Alright, very well, I've seen enough. Stand down. Good fighting stances, better gusto. Impressive. You may stand in the shade, take a breather, relax. Let's see here. You two. Next. I am gathering some very interesting information just from the appearance of you two. You seem to be both on the lighter side of things. Would I be correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. I want to see this done swiftly. If you're truly to use such light weapons, I want to see it being handled precisely, with good accuracy. No room for error. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. You may begin. Now. What?
Is magical evolved, sir? Magical.
As long as it is not to harm or maim your opponent, yes it is. You may begin. Very good. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Utilize your surroundings. Utilize your opponent's confusion. Hit faster. Hit the weak points. You've been hit. Reset. Reset line to line. You need to understand one thing. If your opponent has a short blade, the moment they get close to you, anywhere from even half a meter, you're done for. You need to keep your distance. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, he uses magic of invincibility, from what I understand. You need to understand that if he disappears, you watch your back. You listen. You look for footsteps. Or otherwise, you're out of this world. So far, so good. I like what you're doing. You may begin. Now. Keep aware of his surroundings. Look around. Better. Good hit. Stand back. Reset. That is much better. That is what I like to see. As for you, if you wish to be on the upper hand, you need to be faster and more agile.
Yes, sir.
You heard what I mentioned to her. She's trying to keep her distance away from you. You need to get in faster and closer. Begin. Give it a moment.
Okay. Sorry, I was about to flux.
Not a problem. Do not worry. Alright, reset. You'll have one more. You'll be stepping aside. Since it's 1-1, last one to hit wins. Alright, you may begin now.
I got hit.
You got hit? Alright. Very well. I'm seeing one thing to mention to both of you. I'm seeing a lot of wasted movements that could be done more efficiently, but we'll have a look at that later in person. Alright. Very well, you two. Good job. Step aside to relax.
Thank you, sir.
The last two.
Thank you, sir.
You and you.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
From both of you.
Nothing I could really.
Migraine.
Good job,
Well, magic is fair game. So keep that in mind, whether that's...
Sorry for being so tricksy on my feet. I kept slipping in the sand.
Fair game, sir.
It's alright. Just training.
Begin. Now.
Yeah, he expects us to be unrelenting. So.
You did good though.
Too much talking, too much talking.
Yeah, you did. I mean, you won. I mean, good job.
I didn't feel like I won fairly.
Nothing is fair outside of the island.
That's true. Sometimes not in there either.
Like it. That is what I like to see.
Still a
Step back.
disappointment to you.
Yes, you will be until you prove me otherwise. Again. Go. Show me everything you have.
Wow.
You need to be fighting back harder. Don't you see what he's doing to you?
Oh, come on, you're just gonna stand there.
Keep the momentum, Swords. Come on.
Now this is what I like to see. Good. Good. Keep it up.
Nice.
Reset. I said reset. Listen to me next time. I said if you stop, you stop. So you're lying.
Did he use his magic? I couldn't tell from
You may
here.
begin.
I don't think so.
Again. Now.
I don't think so. Oh.
Right behind you.
Ah.
Very good. Very good. That is what I like to see.
Damn, Tim.
One more. Now you're actually fighting like a true fucking man. Begin. Now.
Oh my god.
You got this.
Use his momentum against him. Come on. Oof. Yes.
Alright, I've seen enough from two of you. Last thing I want is one of you dead on this ground. Take it easy, weapons off. Relax. Step aside.
I thought he said he wanted that. I was...
Yeah.
Good job, Stolas.
Yeah.
Excellent. As for the rest of you, we'll be moving back to the main arena now. I'll give you 10 seconds to take your weapons with you, to take a breather, and follow me.
Wow, 10 seconds, it's generous.
You did well.
Sure, you're alright.
Well then, to the main arena.
Oh. Sarvyra, do you know if there's a certain breathing procedure for electrical attacks? I remember hearing about that.
Breathing? Breathing procedure?
Yeah, because the heart rate accelerates, right? Or something?
Not that I know of. My focus is not in electric, unfortunately.
Yeah, I need to read up on spell defense anyway. Okay, just checking. Alright. Oh my god.
Hello.
Ma'am?
Professor?
I'd keep your weapons drawn.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright. For the first step, you sparring with your opponents, I must say job well done. You have definitely proven yourself better than others so far at this academy, in this institution. Now, before the class is concluded, you'll be committed to one more practice sparring, except this time, you'll be fighting together as a group against one common enemy. And I have Professor Bellicosa assisting me tonight. Or today, should I say. I want you all to decide one person who will be leading this group. I don't want to see any goddamn rabbigery. I want to see proper unit cohesion. I want to see you working as a team. Communicate. Don't just throw rocks and sticks in front of you. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Good. Professor Bellicosa will explain the rest of it to you, and you will understand what your assignment is. Once you're hit, you are out. Professor, if you wish.
If you want, you may get in formation, but that's up to you. What I'm about to spawn is something you can see, feel, smell, and touch. If it hits you, it hurts. If it bites you, it hurts. The scratches, they hurt too.
It's a monster?
I will not unspawn it until I think you have defeated it. And it is completely under my control. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Professor.
Yes, Professor.
Yes, ma'am.
Is this how you choose to fight?
No.
No.
Let's give them 1 minute to decide.
Sir, interrogatory, did you mean one leader across all of us?
Everyone. That is correct.
Yes.
One leader for everyone.
Sorely, Jackson, get in front.
Alright.
Any objections? No. Good. Tell, you will be flanking along the side.
Right.
Keep mid. Flanking. Ranged. Support. Understood?
Yep.
Yes.
I said understood.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Commander.
Yes, sir.
Good.
It seems to me that they are ready. I'll step aside.
You might want to move back.
Shit again.
Oh, shit.
Right.
That's a new one.
Good luck. Beast?
It's a smaller version of the one we fought the first time.
What you see in
Sorry,
front of
Jackson,
you is a
keep his
rift
attention. Aim high, it's dog.
What happened to your formation? It's fallen so quickly.
Nora!
No?
Stab.
Sammy.
Stab.
All I see is you clambering a large opponent. Where's the communication?
Formation. Sarvyra, hold it above the legs. From behind now.
Behind the knees.
Just standing there.
Ah, come on, you big
Focus its attention.
We need someone guarding Honora.
I got it. Okay, never mind.
Alone. You are out. You are out of this fight.
I'm flanking.
No. Backstab.
Jackson.
Do you not understand that regular weapons do nothing against it?
Tell, with me.
Magic.
Take out his ankle, stop it from moving. Come on.
But what happened to your magic faster? They're dead.
Does anyone have anything?
Solis, the fire.
Shoot fire.
Distract him. Solis.
Takes a bit.
Backstab.
Stephanie. Under the arm.
Hold it back. Keep going forward. Keep it down.
Stab.
Come on, Solis.
Jackson, are you okay?
Stabs the knee.
Backstab.
Jesus.
We need your magic.
I think that's enough. All right. You may recall your beat.
Oh God.
I want you all facing me shoulder to shoulder right now.
Okay, you gotta get up.
It's not real, Jack.
You gotta get up.
It's not real.
No, no, it's not real.
It hurts. You heard what the professor said. You was lunged across the entire arena. I don't want to hear any excuses. You get back in line with the rest of your team. Good. That is what I expect in real warriors. Now, I think you all proved to me that there at least was some cohesion. However, what happened to your backline support? What happened to your magic caster at the beginning of the fight? What happened to Ivian, from what I presume? They were taken out. That's right. Obviously, I wasn't making it clear to you that you were fighting a Rift Beast, but I'm sure at some point you finally understood that. These things are almost impervious to regular attacks. And as you can see, quite frankly, everything that you did to fight against it was practically useless. However, I will admit there was better cohesion. But again, not to better standards from what I've seen from others in real-life combat scenarios. But otherwise, still a job well done. I do not seem to wish any other activities upon you. If you have any wounded, take them to the infirmary now. You're dismissed. Remember, protect your comrades. Protect your friends.
That's that saying, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You had
Doesn't walk.
Please, put your weapons down. We need to take you somewhere.
Very much, Professor.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Jill doesn't feel good, but this one was...
Are you okay? Are you guys okay?
Solus.
Just my shoulders hurt.
I'm good.
It's fine. Just
So
go.
this-
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Did it feel better?
That punch to the face you gave me.
What did you think, like infirmary or?
Yes,
Oh.
just keep walking. Come on.
Okay.
I wasn't thanking you, but I was appreciating the experience.
You did good with the range and keeping your distance.
You guys all did well.
So
What's the fastest teleport to the infirmary?
Teleporter would be fine. If I'm gonna collapse, I might as well do it near there.
Well, last time you took the teleporter, it wasn't as, exciting.
Tara?
I apologize, ma'am. We need to take him to the infirmary.
Sorry, ma'am.
Professor. See the leg? That's it.
Yeah.
The leg and the ribs and it's starting to hurt more. Okay.
Yes,
Ow.
come on. We're gonna get you patched up.
Okay.
Hold in there.
I'm fine. I'm not unconscious. Just
Yes, but I can imagine you're in
felt
pain.
like this for a while. No, I think the leg injury was real because of the throw, but maybe everything else seems to be fading a bit.
You just stay awake, okay?
You're a big boy.
Yeah.
Jack,
Okay,
think of
so-
a good name for milk chocolate. Think of a good name.
Chocolate milk.
Except for one.
Chocolate milk soup.
It's not a soup.
Soup, Jack.
Chocolate soup.
Chocolate soup.
I picked it. I've
It's
decided.
okay. Well, all right.
I am the
Milk
captain.
split.
Yeah.
I
Well,
got
I'm
milk,
second in
alright.
command. Can I put that up for a revote?
Call it
Are you
chill.
second in command if you keep asking?
I don't think we need to ring the bell, but if you guys could help me. Are either of you guys injured?
Fire, maybe, No, I made a mistake too because I remember. Yeah, are you two injured?
I just got hit in the face by a lift piece, so feeling quite chipper.
It wasn't real, was it? It was all a thing.
Oh.
Still felt like hell.
Alright.
I think it was just. I don't know. Maybe a sprain or something in the. It's in the knee.
It's in the knee?
It's just sore. I don't see any
So, do
blood.
you need anything? I'm just gonna go clean my get some cold water.
And
Splash on my face.
I probably have cuts anyway.
I don't know what I need yet. You can get water if you'd like to. If I look you over, do I see
Nora,
anything?
help.
So,
What?
You guys
Sorry.
are welcome to. She's looking you over. Does she see anything?
Just small cuts probably on like the skin, but other than that, but small lacerations. Let's say that on the arms and the upper body.
No broken bones.
It can be
Nothing.
clarifying.
Uh, not the knee.
I think Tom needs that more than I do.
Ow. Yeah, you're right. Okay, cool.
Is it?
Cool.
No,
You're
that was
good.
an
No,
out of
you're
character question.
No. Okay, I see. No, it's not broken. It's just sprained, but and sore. I would say.
Okay. Yeah.
Those are the only injuries I can think of.
I think so. Oh, no.
My heart's going really fast, but I think that's just the blue one over there.
Okay.
Happy thoughts.
Stay there. You're gonna be okay.
Okay.
Might as you're using your own stuff to cast.
Sorry.
External surroundings.
Maybe.
You injured?
A little beat up. Probably going
Good to go
True.
with the terror to find out.
The shot got her.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I mean, I'm pretty good at the fire stuff, I think. Didn't really get explained too well. Just gonna try for a good year and then eventually got it.
Okay.
What is it?
It's she's holding bandages and a certain cream that goes into the wounds.
You're really good at fighting.
Okay.
Thanks. Not so bad
Thank you,
yourself.
Sarvyra.
Yeah. Your
What?
uniform's all
Require
torn
anything
up.
else but water.
What?
I don't know
Your
some of the tricks I'm
uniform's
fucking on.
partially torn up,
I'm
I'd assume.
Yeah, I'll have to sew it probably.
I need to wait a second.
It's
I'll see
okay.
if I can find someone else in the meantime. Oh, thank you.
That's 2 stitches now. Covered the one of them. Whew.
Okay.
How are you feeling? Are you injured? Anything?
Just a scratch. I'm
I
fine.
wanted to issue an extra apology earlier as well.
Are you sure? Bleeding?
I'd asked for
Not
closure.
your fault, it's the academy.
I mean, yes, I'm bleeding, but I will be fine.
It's still.
Oh boy.
You need anything to wrap
It
them up
always
with? or
feels
something like that?
weird.
Try to find something.
I grabbed less bandages than I needed. If you look by the cabinets that are locked, they should be in one of those drawers.
Ah.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Okay.
Laying it down.
No, you're fine.
So
He's trying to test the muscle.
that's gonna be sore.
Maybe it was pulled or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
That,
probably what happens. Brain pulled.
Okay.
the question.
It'll go away within a few days.
Get some more.
Thank you.
Really, she should have been asking who was the best to get information.
How many
out of,
hit
right?
points will I have out of character?
Not who's the worst.
Well, you
out
have
of
a
the
couple
group or the
scratches,
best.
and then you might be mildly right
So,
now
like-
since I healed you.
In reality, it would have been easy to exploit.
Okay.
But because it's still sore and you still have some on your arms and stuff.
The fact she's lost
So
her
like 4?
husband, right?
Yeah.
Or her lover, whoever it was.
Okay.
Get the most information out of her easily, just play to it.
Be careful walking on that. You can, but it's gonna hurt.
Oh.
So,
Good warning. Ow. Okay.
you thinking I'm the worst
Yeah,
person to
got
find?
you.
Because I probably am.
Okay.
Not gonna
Okay,
be the
your
noble,
turn.
dragging
Your
Cancerelia,
turn.
or
Sit.
the tactical vow, is it?
It's all right.
Cecilia,
it's just
yes,
a
she's
cut.
just a dumb, noble.
You actually had
Well then let's
a muscle.
You need to clean it or anything?
It's not a fair question.
I can take
And
care
I
of
do
it.
not
It's
think
fine.
you're the worst.
Don't I
It's
get
purely to
infected?
give her an answer.
Are you okay, Solus?
In the
So,
that exercise.
all tired and
For the medic.
all sick. Okay, fine.
Alright.
Oh god.
Mordred, my arm's fucking
We need to come up with
falling
more of
apart,
those kinds of
please.
exercises.
Do you have
I
any
can't
magic
move it, and it's just waving around. Whatever I do with it.
What's wrong with him?
I think we should clean off.
Ready?
Yeah.
I have magic. What's wrong with him?
Savira,
I'm used to it now.
you might want to. He does.
Oh my god. That was a loud
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Are you okay?
Oh Jesus.
What did you do?
Fine now.
You might want to have a
Thank you,
look over that.
Mordred.
Yeah.
Other side. Other side.
Thank you.
You got
I would say, be careful with your arm.
All good?
Have a rest.
No, it is.
No.
Rest. Right, I will.
You could help with pain,
Got
Do you,
it.
do you have anything else? Is it just the arm that you need to pop back into place?
Just the arm.
Okay.
Just the arm. That's it. Everything else is fine.
Okay, that's good.
I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose.
Perhaps deep, perhaps ooh.
Good, guys.
Right.
What's wrong with you?
I need a drink.
I know.
Not this kind.
Use a couple of magic and then teleport. Makes it a little wheezy, that's all.
Summon the mess hall.
Yeah, I know that too.
The kind I'm looking for.
Sabir, do you mind if I ask you a question?
Sure.
I think some of that's in the mess hall as well, actually.
We had that teapot, right?
In private?
Yeah, but do you wanna
Yes,
where?
I did. I still have to
Like
do
over
that.
there? Or?
Sure, that's yours.
Yeah.
Sure. For your wine would.
So. Yeah, I was just.
Just go. Get out of my bag.
Oh, my bad.
Might want to take a shower.
Thank you.
When you were back there, I noticed something going on with your eyes.
Don't worry about it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Want to make sure you're alright.
Yeah, I'm fine now.
Tara's the only team who have not taken the social test.
So apparently, milk chocolate is so powerful.
Why is Saul's panicking about
Okay.
water?
I don't know.
Did you check on him?
Let me inform you.
Solus?
I need to clean off. I'm gonna. Wait, Professor?
Before you go to clean off, I would like you to gather your team. You have a social test to take, and you are the last team.
Oh dear. Okay, sure. Solus just ran off, so we'd have to recover him. Where would we be reporting?
I believe he will be returning. You may do it here if you wish to take a seat. The only exercise you'll get from this is exercising your mind.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, that sounds grand. I'm gonna look. There's a sink. Okay, yeah, guys. If you need to sit, I'll be in a second.
Jack. I bought you a footstool sink.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Thank you, Ivy.
Yeah.
Well, immediate notice. Obviously the thing we keep falling into is memory and keeping our cool in combat, which is usually an exposure thing. So just trying to keep in mind the most important thing on the field, the assets and the strengths and the weaknesses. I think that's what most of our focus has been lately.
Welcome back.
Sorry about putting off there.
You okay?
Professor.
Are you quite alright?
They're at breakfast, that's all. I haven't used magic like that repeatedly, that quickly, and then teleporting to get him back and rest the insides a little bit. I'm fine. I'll walk it off.
Good training then, I think.
Yeah.
Are you all quite ready?
It was enlightening. Yes, ma'am. 1 second.
Julie. It's
I
back up again.
know. Dealing with injured leg today. For now.
This is part of Bombadil's social testing to decide who will go on the scouting mission. We need you to go to the village and meet people who you have never met before, and who will find you all, I'm sure, quite intimidating. So as part of the social testing, we have prepared a small fairy tale for you to listen to. Listen carefully, because I will only tell you the tale once. And then you shall be asked a question at the end. And based on your question, we shall evaluate your team. Does everyone understand?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Professor.
Very well. There was a couple who was once very in love, Abigail and Thomas. They lived on opposite sides of a river. One day, a storm came and destroyed the bridge across the river, and they were no longer able to see each other. They sat on opposite sides of the riverbank, pining for each other. Abigail, upset, went to find a way across the river to see her beloved Thomas. She found a man named Gandalf with a boat, who was willing to take her across the river, but for a kiss. Abigail, confused and upset, went to her mother and asked for advice. Her mother told her that she was old enough to make her own decisions, and that she could not be responsible for Abigail's choices. Abigail, upset, desperate, went to Gandalf and kissed him. He took her across the river. Now ridden with guilt and crying upset, she went to Thomas, who asked her what was wrong. She was honest and told Thomas everything that had happened. Thomas was furious and put her out, and Abigail had nowhere to go. The only place she could go was to Thomas's best friend, Robert. Robert took her in, and she explained everything to him. In a fury and rage, Robert went to Thomas and beat him violently. This is the end of the story. You have your principal characters, Abigail and Thomas, Abigail's mother, Gandalf, and Robert. Your task is to tell me who acted best in this situation and who acted worst.
Oh.
You shall have 10 minutes to discuss amongst yourselves what your answer as your team shall be. The answer must be unanimous. You must all agree. If you are not able to come to a unanimous decision within 10 minutes, you will have failed the task. Once you have given me the answer, it shall form part of the evaluation for your team. Are there any questions?
I guess it's not really too related, but did you get that from a book? If so, do you mind telling me the name of it? I just like those kind of tales, so if you know where you got that from.
It is an old fairy tale from near Fleance. I should love to give you a book of our fairy tales. Well then, you shall have 10 minutes, starting now. Go discuss amongst yourselves. I shall wait outside.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Professor.
So I feel like we should categorize who would fit best in each category and just kind of go down the line. Just to start off.
Categorizing them doesn't feel right though, because it's all emotions and stuff, right? You gotta be understanding of their point of view. You gotta stand there and think, why did they do that? The old man Gandalf, was that his name, right?
Yes.
He did that because, well, he was just a little selfish, but he didn't really do anything inherently evil. It was a price for the boat. It's business in a really bizarre sense, I
Did
suppose.
Abigail
It's not
explain
right.
to him why she was wanting to get across?
She did not. She just wanted to get across. Abigail's mother, I believe that was a little harsh, but I believe, depending on Abigail's actual age, which isn't, like, told us, I guess it was logical.
Yeah, context clues would imply that she is an adult. She can decide by herself.
You do need to get to a point where
So
you decide for
exactly,
yourself.
so-
You can't have someone choose everything for you. Well,
So
harsh
Abigail's
in a
mother
way,
wouldn't be-
it was necessary.
How about Abigail herself?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah,
Her
Abigail was at least
actions-
honest with it. They didn't try to hide it.
Her immediate action was to... Well, okay. Let's talk about this. Everyone has something they want. Her mother probably just wanted what's best for her daughter, but she also remained neutral in the whole affair, which doesn't necessarily imply wisdom, just maturity, and, that she was comfortable making her own decisions. Abigail acted desperate and was willing to pay any price, even if it forsook the principle of her end goal. Her lover was a bit harsh and rash, but it was all very fast for him, and I'm sure that later he may have figured out that, well, it's neither here nor there, because then when she went to Thomas, he was upset with his friend, instead of with Abigail, going to be his friend over it. Not a very good friend, in my opinion. Okay, so... Who acted the best? I feel like that This is really philosophical inquiry.
Depending if we
Abigail,
just
I
go with
reckon.
the
Like,
one
depending
of
on
the lesser
who you
evils.
agree with. Yeah, yeah. Oh,
I would say Abigail.
Sarvyra, what do you think?
As well.
I mean, I think I'd agree with Abigail because if you think about it, the mom wasn't really involved in that situation. She just gave an opinion.
So Abigail was what? The best.
Abigail's
best
probably
reaction?
the best. She was willing to go out of her way to put herself in a bad situation to achieve happiness for herself and someone else. And while it didn't work out in the end, there was
and she
always the
remained
intention
true to her word.
reach the lover. There was never any switch in, ooh, I like the new guy now. It was always a case of, I'm just desperate to find him, desperate to get to him.
So maybe the lesson is determination?
Everything Abigail did was out of love. The boyfriend, on the other hand, he got mad, but he's not exactly the
Right.
worst, I don't think. It's understandable. If you were head over heels in love with someone and you heard they kiss someone else, you'd be mad. You'd be upset by it, even if there was reasoning. Maybe he'd listen later, but that initial outburst is understandable. I can get that.
Yeah.
I think either the boatman
I mean, no one got
or
killed,
the best
so
friend.
that's good. You know.
No, but
Well,
it's
is
still.
a fairy tale, Captain. I don't think anyone's gonna die in it.
I've heard some.
Quite a fairy tale
Okay.
if someone dies.
Yeah, I've heard some.
I think
Really?
it's the friend.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd agree with
That's
that.
Rosen though. The friend?
I think the friend's the one that's probably worse here. Old man was scummy, don't get me wrong, they're asking for a kiss, but
Yeah.
he
yeah,
is asking for some form of payment, something, I don't know, what fancy words for it, to get across the river. He wasn't going to do it for free, it's...
I'm torn between the friend and Abigail because Abigail was trying something. The other lover wasn't even doing anything, and as soon as, you know, that was a reaction.
Oh no, don't get me wrong, no, the friend is the worst one, the Abigail's,
Yeah, no,
I think, the
I
best
see,
of the situation.
Well, I could argue the mother was the worst one for not even bothering to be involved, considering the situation. Because you don't have to make the decision for her, but talking with her about it instead of just brushing her off and saying, you figure it out. That's not very, that's not teamwork, you know?
Oh, I'm just going to pull on personal experience for this, but again, orphan angel. But if you keep telling kids, if you give them advice constantly and go, oh, this is
It's
what you do,
true.
if you tell them, they're going to come to you
true.
non-stop. They'll never ever think for themselves. You need to
so not the
give them that
worst
time
then.
where you have to reject them. And I'm assuming the mother thought, oh, it'll be a little harmless. The old man
Right,
would
and the
probably... I'm assuming the mother didn't really think they were going to go through with it. Probably thought, oh, they'll think it up and go, no, I'm not going to kiss an old man, and just thought this is
Yeah.
a time for them to learn and think by themselves.
I'm set with that answer. That sounds good. Who's delivering the...
And then the best friend went
Wait,
around,
are we
heard
all-
some news, and
Yeah, are we
yeah,
all
I
in
guess
agreement?
I'm just saying best friend. Yeah,
The best friend worst,
best friend's
Abigail-
worst.
Abigail
Abigail
best?
did the best?
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta think of it like this way.
Yeah.
Best friend heard one side of the story, heard from Abigail, and went, you know what? I'm gonna beat up my best. Doesn't sound like friendship to me.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, yeah, sounds good. Okay. Sorry, I was wiping my hand off. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
We're good? Okay, who wants to say it?
I think Solus put the best.
I
Solus?
guess I can say it. Yeah. So Abigail and the friend was called Thomas, was it?
The friend was Robert. Thomas was the boyfriend.
Oh, Robert.
Oh, friend was Robert. Okay, so Abigail's the best. Robert's the worst.
Robert.
Okay.
That fight took up a lot.
I think we've decided.
Gather your team.
Okay. Solus?
Oh,
we can pass the
sure,
door.
yeah.
I'm just resting. Did you want me to answer, ma'am?
Yes, step forward and answer for your team.
Okay. All right. Sorry, Solus. Okay. We believe that Abigail acted, the best and was Robert the friend or Thomas?
Robert was a friend, and Thomas was the lover.
Robert acted the worst.
I see. Why do you think Abigail acted the best?
Well, she was not sitting there doing nothing, and remained a victim for much of her actions, but she was trying and did everything she could, it seemed, in the situation, and at least that she could, and eventually when she was scolded, it was understandable, but the lover was not very considerate of her struggle.
I see. And Robert is the worst. Why?
He sounds like a really bad friend, who chose the feelings of his best mate, I assume, the safety of his best mate was second to the feelings of his friend's lover, who, as far as his business probably had to go, was just being a shoulder to cry on and not really a person to take action for something that could have been resolved later.
Ah, so for you, Tara, it is the betrayal of Thomas and Robert that disturbs you the most.
Well, that was a personal bit, but I think the escalation in general was the real trouble.
Yes, Solid?
I just wanted to add on that personally, I also believe that the sudden reaction was certainly something to keep in mind. He instantly believed everything he was told and took action upon it without finding any other knowledge from his best friend, not even talking to him. From the sounds of it, he went over and just fought him, which prevents any sort of understanding between the two, because he only got the heartbroken lover's side of the story.
Are you all in agreement?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I see. Thank you for your answers, Tara. They're quite interesting, and they will be noted.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Professor.
You are dismissed.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Sorry, Professor, one last thing. You mentioned there was a lot of old tales. Sorry,
I'm gonna
like them a lot.
I think
to be right back.
Okay.
I think we should get water. Are you feeling good?
Yeah, I'm fine. I will try my best to walk
wanna get
into
water?
main building, but last time I was in there, I fluxed.
Are there... I don't know if there's quite a few... Hello?
Yeah,
Abigail? Oh,
Jesus.
they finished up. Yeah, no, I don't want to strain you.
No, I just think it was because
thinking-
there was so many people in the building at the time. I think it's fine now.
Of course.
I shall ask the other
Okay,
professors
okay.
and see what they think.
Let's,
We do have
well, if you
private
want, I'm gonna head
Yeah.
out and get water from you.
Have you tried?
No, I also need water. No worries.
I was... Your reaction to, the medical situation was, it was good. It was really good. It was fast, and I mean, I don't know. I mean, you were acting according to your job, I suppose. So it's not like out of the ordinary or anything.
I appreciate it. Nonetheless, even if it was just what I'm supposed to do.
No. Yeah. Well, no, of course. It's worth a lot on the squad, like I've said before. You outrank me.
Wait for me, guys. Come on.
Sorry.
Sorry, Solus. We were just heading to get water.
It's fine.
I need
I
some.
don't blame you.
Okay, so what were your thoughts on the combat today?
Boy.
For Terra exclusively. I didn't see too much of Terra exclusively anyway. I'll go last is what I'm trying to say. I want to hear you guys.
tell was something different, and he wasn't exactly something I'd seen from him before. He always came off as so nice and calm, so to see him explode,
Oh, of course.
it was
Yeah, he
odd, but
seems-
Yeah, he.
I think I liked
had
it.
a few.
I enjoyed it. It got my blood pumping. I started throwing swings, and I wasn't really meant to, but
Yeah.
I guess it's something to keep in mind that people aren't gonna,
No.
be what they seem. You've always got to be on
I know.
guard that even the calmest of people are gonna possibly lunge at you and go straight for your throat.
Well, yeah, it's a great point, and I think that what really bothers me is just the pressure that Octavian brings out is most of what's forcing it out for me. I don't like doing that kind of training, especially with comrades, because I don't know. It just seems like they'll get plenty of that experience on the battlefield.
Right.
Ivan, even he was very honorable. He asked me if I was okay with him using magic in our spa, and I've eventually changed my mind because I think it'd be good to develop my defenses against it. But a couple of weeks ago, I probably wouldn't have expected it from him. Oh, that's just a side comment. Sarvyra, did you have anything?
I don't know if you remember when we had mentioned, way back months ago, that we fought a Rift Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that one. That's not the first time we fought that thing.
Oh, really?
Ah, I see.
Okay. Yeah, it was really tough to get through, I remember.
Mm.
Oh, you got us water. Thank you, Ivy. Even more water. Oh, the milk. He's doing the milk.
It's milk.
I see.
Oh, we're doing that
I mean,
now,
to
are
be
we?
fair,
Alright.
milk and cookies is a good idea. I don't really know what started this talk about it.
My dignity.
It's okay, Ivy, and we're very proud of you.
Are you serious?
And thus it shall fall, Ivian, as your idea shall become chocolate soup.
Look, I'm not saying that
Soup.
it's any less. You're not any less of a man for not knowing how to make soup. Okay? It's okay. This is the wrong hand. There we go. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
You got that, chef. Come on.
Milk chocolate in milk strawberry.
Strawberry. I didn't even know we had strawberry.
It looks like it's merged together pretty well. It's pink.
It's pink.
This one's sort of brown. It's still.
Yeah.
I'm grabbing water.
You bet on it. You drink it.
Oh, fine then.
I wanna
To milk chocolate soup.
break
It's
free.
not soup.
Shit.
RP card down. I rolled a 6. It tastes terrible.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's alright. Fuck it. I pinned it as well. Let me get me.
Oh no.
Was it really that
No,
bad?
it tastes good. You're joking me. No, he's joking.
I can't. That's the milk. There you go.
Can I
Hey.
have some?
Try
You
it. Go
threw
on.
it in the.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
I didn't mean to
I'm
do
so
that. I
sorry,
was
it's just-
aggressively spitting it out. No, I'm not. Trust me, buddy.
Huh?
It's great. It smells really good.
Nah, don't
try
lie
this
to
one.
him. Come on, I've got bet riding on this, Captain. Come
Come
on.
on. Milk strawberry.
All right.
Oh,
Is this a different roll, or is it also just? Is this a 6?
Lyra!
I got a 10 on that one.
Oh, Lyra!
Okay, that's not.
Is she okay?
God, this is not the way I wanted to go. Oh God.
Are you okay?
Hi, Jack.
Okay, hang on. No, you might sing with this one. I'll give you that.
Hey.
Could be
That
fine,
one.
just
Give that a go.
little.
Give that a go, mate.
Ow.
Trust me.
Ow. Hello. How are you doing? Come here.
I actually expected that one to be the worst one.
All right, now it's the
Sure,
chocolate, right? Yeah,
milk.
yeah.
This one, I'm sure you. That's chunky.
Okay.
That is a chunky.
Yeah.
It's not great, is it?
Ah,
Fine.
oh, would you look who we have here.
Soulless Animus, and the greatest wizard fighter of all the Vastia.
Yes.
I appreciate
You
your
know
time
what?
and
No,
efforts.
it's alright. Listen, Ivan, you got one of them right. How about we call it even, and we don't do either of the things, alright?
But I'm doing okay.
Deal.
Yes. Hopefully we see you more on the campus. It's been.
I'll give it one
That
day.
strawberry stuff has a lot of potential, Ivan. I do think you could do something snazzy with that. You try, like, I don't know.
Excited Viking.
I think you should try mixing it in a little bit more. Try, like, crushing them all up and going full strawberry juice.
Kind of like a paste or like a jam.
We just finished planting some plants down the.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know how you do that. I guess you'd really just go to town on it, but
Hold that thought.
Okay, well, he's already going for it.
Some eggplants and some cucumbers. But we
yeah,
added.
tell us about the last one.
milk is not real in Rosewood.
Oh, sure. Thank you very much.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's milk chocolate, thank you.
We would never poison anybody around there. It's more simply simply. Oh, don't swing your weapon around like that.
No, I had to lean on it, and I'm not going to attack him.
It looked like you were about to threaten me. Making sure don't grab it.
Just try that.
Alright.
Yes.
Again, 18.
If you guys need to know, me
Oh, fucking right. Is it with some strawberry again?
Me and Professor
Yeah.
Morgan have been planning.
It's milk strawberry.
A little bit of a
Version 2.
we've been planning a little bit of an experiment on like.
Now, see, Ivy, you're onto this trap.
Crops produce faster.
Give that test.
I'm not crazy.
Trust me. I trust me on this. It's good. Alright, that one. That was a good one.
Yeah.
You did it. You mixed up enough. Don't put it in the water.
I didn't. I drank the water, but I didn't want to drink out of your cup.
Oh, my bad. Oh, sorry.
It's good.
Yes, we did.
Go on, taste it. Jeff.
I call it Bomba Growth. Yes, it's going to
That's good.
increase.
It has potential. I'm onto something.
300%, not just in.
Team Terra.
If this experiment works,
Team
I
Terra.
have this empty cup. Yeah.
Milk strawberries. Whatever it is.
Milk strawberry.
Go wrong.
Onto something.
Milk strawberry? Strawberry milk.
Strawberry.
Millberry?
Milkberry. That sounds like an actual plant.
Wait, she's driving.
Huh.
In my
Ivan, hey!
I know I'm a little.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
he's
sorry.
not gonna have. That's not why. That's not why.
Ivy, I'm an idea on what to call it.
You can have that cup. You can have that cup.
Okay.
No, Jackson.
Alright,
It's great. Trust me. I made a second batch. This one's it.
Jack, it's good.
Yes.
The strawberry one's not bad, trust me.
You remember what I said about trust a couple weeks
I
ago?
rolled an 18.
All right. Well, I need you to put your trust in this strawberry
That's on
milk.
the line right now. That's on the line right now, because you said that.
All right. That's fine.
Okay.
I see.
Okay.
Good.
How did you make this beauty?
That's
I
well done,
just-
Lyra.
Milk and strawberry. It's an empty glass. I put some milk.
Is it? Okay.
It's like you got a new head chef at Rosewood.
Is it good?
Tao has competition.
It's super good as my cup.
Alright, come here. Come here.
Other
Hey,
characters
now
an
I'm
18.
quite.
It smells the
Now
same.
I'm quite curious about this.
Come on.
It
What is
smells
it?
It tastes better though, Captain. Trust me on this.
To make chocolate milk soup and then strawberry milk
Bombadil.
soup.
Okay.
It's not soup.
Chocolate
So-
milk soup, that's it.
Yeah.
I was.
Oh no, trust me, the chocolate milk soup,
this morning,
don't have
actually,
that.
and
That was
I
a...
decided, what
mm-mm.
if I combined chocolate flavoring in milk? Milk chocolate. I told you with strawberries,
I
milk
think so.
strawberry,
Mm-hmm.
and I made this.
Mm.
Wait, don't you give all? Jackson! It's all. No! Jackson!
Are you just
Ah,
abducting young Lyra, Professor Mordred?
Make another one. Make another one.
You guys just see that?
I saw that. What?
Oh, so the teacher, right? I just can't, I don't want to really get in the way of the teachers.
Who wants more?
Do we-
strawberry? I'm too pumped about this.
Probably fine.
Bombadil, I'll go. No.
Go on, mate. Oh, well, Ivan, we thought of a name for it. Millberry.
She's in the wheelbarrow.
Oh yeah,
Literally,
he is
are you
kidnapping.
free right now? And then picked her up and put her in.
Huh. That is not creepy at all.
I mean, that's-
whatsoever. No, sorry.
That's all.
So, if I may ask, how was your day today? Did you guys already have the little social test we've been getting every team to do?
Yeah, yes,
Yes.
sir. We gave our answers to Skyet, Professor Skyet, a couple of what, like
Fascinating.
20 minutes ago?
It's good.
Yeah.
Can I
I didn't
ask
realize you
what
guys like
answers
story
you gave?
tale, like little fairy tales. That was kind of unexpected. I was happy about it.
It's
Well,
more of a
Souls didn't-
test.
Solus didn't have a chance to answer, so I could leave him to do it. Solus, you want to
Oh,
tell him
okay.
the answers?
Oh, yeah, so we believed Abigail was the girl, right? We believed Abigail was the one who was the best because they acted upon love. They acted upon the idea that they were so desperate to see the person that they adored so much that a kiss to another strange old man was simply a stepping stone in the way to achieving what they wanted to. They weren't going to let that stop them. And then the worst was the best friend because they listened to their best friend. Was it Robert? Was their name? That's the right one.
Yes.
Trust fixed.
Robert?
Yeah, it should be.
Robert.
A little bit more.
We
A
thought
little
Robert
bit.
was
Only
the
a
Do
one
tiny
not
bit.
believe me.
because they listened to Abigail's story.
I
and
mean,
upon
as far as I
hearing it,
remember, you were in
instead of
support of his
to
chocolate
hear out
soup idea the
their
whole
best
time.
friend
It's not
and finding out
soup.
what had happened,
It's
it was
not
instant
soup.
combat.
It's
It
not
was instant conflict. There
Now
was
you're
no,
saying it's not soup.
there was no
It's not
talking,
soup.
no attempt to
Questionable.
fix things. It was
Your
simply
actions
You see,
today
it's not
questionable.
soup.
attempt to beat someone up.
Quite interesting answers,
Chocolate milk soup.
definitely. And the explanation is quite sound, yes. Thank you for giving your answers. Me and the other professors will be discussing your answers, and we will determine which one of the teams are most suited for the mission, I guess.
I really hope it gets
I've
this.
already
I'm
had-
gonna meet them.
Oh, sorry.
Ah, yes.
Sorry, Souls.
Oh no.
Milk chocolate, milk strawberry.
This must be the milk strawberry
assume the
drink
purple
that
one
you've,
was bad,
you've
yeah.
that your team Terra has
Yes.
been.
I'm sorry. What?
Millberry, sir.
What's the word?
The,
Yes, the one that you guys
Concocted?
have been.
and the,
Oh,
Yes, the ones that you have been.
yes.
yeah.
So proud about. Yes, there we go. Let's give it
Do
a.
you want to talk about it?
Let's give it a space.
Nope.
But can you tell me how?
Okay, it's a
what was in-
17.
Okay, no problem.
I
Ooh.
ground up some strawberry, mushed it down into so like it's slightly plump,
Bombadil?
and
Holy
Oh my god.
shit.
Whoa, that was very
That
loud.
was loud. That was really
Yes,
loud. Am I in the
perhaps.
auditorium?
It
I need to
hasn't
have a
surprised me,
conversation
but
with you. It's very important.
okay.
Uh-oh.
You mind if I
I'm
bring
sorry.
this?
Terra.
of course. Take a look.
It's okay. Tell, when's that tea party? Is that tonight, you think?
That will be soon. Everyone's at the dorm there.
Okay.
Preparing,
Can
as
I
it were.
still
You're welcome to head over
bring these
whenever you'd
guys?
like.
Hey, Tal, can I bring my milk strawberry?
Thanks, Tal.
Of course.
Hey, good job. Kicking his ass today. That was really impressive.
Thank you.
Interesting.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
I thought I held up quite well, have you know?
You did? You won. I thought you won. Did you win? You
I
won.
don't really know. I think I kind of drew. I don't want to say I won. He
No,
was like
you guys.
fire.
You guys.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
that's what it
both did fairly well. I think you guys were a very balanced match.
It was really impressive, Souls.
Here, we're just
Not as
gonna.
impressive as my milk strawberry,
Oh, no.
but it's impressive nonetheless.
Alright. Don't get the ego get too big, alright?
Get out of the mud bench.
Just
No,
milk
It was
and
good,
strawberry.
wasn't
you
it? It was good, wasn't it?
It was good, but listen,
it
if you
was.
bring me some,
1
like,
second.
almighty cake or something, if you can make that sponge cake for us,
No.
then sure.
Oh,
What's up?
I hope the
Are
sensation's
you
left.
okay? Yeah.
Uh,
no. Heart beats flavored.
You go a little bit shattered, but you know.
Oh,
That's
I'm
part of
sorry
the
about
course.
that.
No, it's quite alright.
You know, it's like you said last night. You have strengths that you need. Strengths and weaknesses are important to keep in mind. That was something I was asking them about,
If you-
and just
Mhm.
my take on it, which was we keep losing focus on our objectives and our strengths and our weaknesses in battle. If I know you were jumped at
Oh.
3 times.
I would have appreciated it if he would have left me with hand-to-hand combat instead of having to focus on my surroundings all at once while having to fight you hand-to-hand to then fire a spell.
Yeah, I learned that with hand to hand, I'm not as useful.
Souls, a question.
What's up?
I was wondering
I mean,
if you
our
could
fight
help
would be
me
pretty well matched.
practice
Not
keeping
a
my
lot
feet in
stronger.
place.
And spear and me a weapon.
I was,
all the place
me
and
with a
I'm
weapon,
not
that's
the
not
as
me.
Your
firm
thoughts
as
on
you were
class?
hell, so
That too.
I was hoping you can show me how to.
Sure, I can do
To
that.
be honest, I don't remember much outside of
I don't know anything about
swinging like my heart depended on it being crushed by my shield 3 times.
Yeah,
I can handle blue too.
Alright, cool. Right,
Got smacked in the face with a
I mean,
so
what are like
you did
spells?
well from what I saw.
How do you learn a spell? I guess.
Especially with someone with
Not well
armor.
enough if Inura got
you would
out.
have to discover what
No.
type of spell that you're learning.
Oh, I thought you meant the rest piece.
Okay.
No.
Fighting Val, yeah,
Well,
he,
let's do lightning then. 'Cause
he was
yes,
a
I have an
challenge.
electro
I've never fought anyone in full armor.
And then you get familiar. This is like kind of where I drop off. You get familiar, and then you practice an incantation.
Not easy.
No, I can
But
imagine
it
not.
was good practice.
So, for people with an
He
affinity,
did well too.
like myself,
Once we figured out his tricks.
I don't need an incantation to cast my spell because I'm using my own.
Yeah. It's a bit
I'm using
difficult when
my
you're dealing with it
Yeah.
However, when you're
in front of
using
you.
a
I won't lie.
that you are not
Um,
attuned to, that
What was it? Sora
you are drawing in
something?
energy.
Sorry, I don't really know your
from
name all too well.
surroundings. So that's why, for example, if you
Want me to go?
would be up in the
Lear.
a fire spell
Sorry, Lear.
cast by
sorry, yeah.
somebody who's not an affinity.
If it's alright with me asking, was
would be hard
Tell
to cast
okay?
because
Has he
it's
gone back?
it's
I've
really
talked to him a
cold.
few times. They seem really sweet and nice.
So
and he kind of
what's an
lost his
affinity?
shit.
Is that what it says it is?
Yeah,
Words?
he's alright. The professors were rather
Like I have an affinity
hard on
for
him.
sugar.
It's easy to get in his head for a moment.
It's
He's doing better.
It's a hard one to explain. It's everybody has their own.
I apologize for
depending on
yeah,
how you
but-
use
It's
it.
fun though.
Mm.
Yeah,
It was a good
avoided
fight. I
those
really enjoyed it.
classes in my old school. That's why I was in.
Got a good fire
You
on your
did
team. I'm
well.
a little jealous.
And natural affinity.
You
is
do
something
too.
you're born with. It
This
is a
one knows a lot.
natural, like,
So does
muscle
that one
you're
apparently,
naturally
more
good
than I
at
thought.
Drawing or combat.
Ah, shucks.
So it's something that
pretty
you're
good with the
natural
shield
at.
as well.
It's
You're able to
part
keep the
of who you
pressure
are.
up and
It's part of who you
not
are.
get caught off guard too often. It was good.
I tried.
Well,
I'm
everything
sorry that I
has
couldn't
the potential
do
to be
more
useful
against
in
the
combat,
beast.
And my spells are combat
That's
magic, even though
fine. I mean, I can only manage about 3
And-
firebolts till I was
as well, like
basically out of it. So
say you would
It'll go
have
all the way
used
to-
a potential spell for you that might be
We'll
very
get there.
useful since you're a close range combatant.
I think I missed one actually.
Would be using your
I might have missed one. I don't know. I've got bad aim.
coating it.
Electric spell.
It might
Oh,
be
I
good
would
to use with
be-
a coated. Coated magic.
Good time.
I don't have magic. I
Excuse
don't
me.
think, but
Not
I haven't
yet.
tested it. Can we
Captain?
test or is it the one-time test? Yes.
I may have to retire soon. Just head back
Oh,
to the dorms.
yeah. Is there anything you need to do?
No, I was just wanting to tell you before
Okay.
I just disappeared.
If you wake up early or anything, you're welcome to check on the Lumen tea party. That will be yours.
Alright.
If these two are
thank
coming.
you.
I don't know if they... Okay.
And
That one
what do you
seems
mean
smaller
by-
than last time.
By testing if you have magic. Everything
Well, I
is
mean,
magic.
how do you
Yeah.
figure out?
I didn't get a good look at the first one. Soren wanted us to run.
So this has magic.
Everything.
To be fair, the only goal was
Everything
to get to
has
the
some
portal.
level of mana in it, yes.
Yeah.
Even this floorboard.
Some
That's
of us-
exactly what we did.
So that was a
I would
recreation of
say
a
so,
brick beast.
That's my view on it. I think anything has
Yeah.
some level, especially
They,
live creatures or plants.
Put us through a simulation
And
when we first got here, and it
amount
was
of, the amount
the
of
same
magic
one,
something
but
has, of course,
smaller.
depends on
Took more
its-
hits though, from what I could tell.
Okay.
Magic is particularly
All right.
If it's alive.
fun.
If it's alive, okay.
Hmm.
If it's
That's
alive, it has
Armored.
a higher.
The ankle wasn't something I could
Oh,
really
a higher
get
pulse,
through, even
really.
with
That's
Tal
weird.
us
That's
attacking
so weird.
together. I got a tough hide down there.
I mean, if
Can
you're
you
using
taste
mana,
magic?
you're using.
Yeah, it was difficult to find a good angle.
That's a weird
Perhaps
one.
if we had more than two
Sorry,
casters,
sorry, I
we
just-
probably would have done better.
I've never thought of it like
I
that.
suppose that's
fine,
motivation
yeah,
for
I
us to
know.
learn.
Okay
I mean, I
then.
think
Huh.
You define weaknesses.
Maybe?
Might be soft on the outside, but on the inside, oh, not soft on the outside.
That's
On the outside, but on the
I would actually
inside,
like
it's
to
gotta be
look into
soft, right?
We can,
Like
yeah,
all
that's a good
squishy
idea.
and stuff, and
Yeah,
more
we could do
stabbable. So,
a study
if we
thing.
want to worry about the future and how to fit them, we'll look for the soft squishy bits. It's kind of hard stabbing something in the eye, but if we're able to blind it, that's a whole different ballgame we have going on.
It's true. Disorienting it could be a good idea.
Because it might try and bite your head off if you do that, but it'll also help because
Oh,
last time I
so
checked, looks like the mouth's pretty soft.
that is that what? Hang on.
There's gotta be a weak point somewhere.
Okay,
Always is.
so Bombadil showed Tell how to make
Yeah.
tea
Perhaps.
with magic.
The legs on that one, though.
Yeah.
It really knew how to jump, didn't it?
It confused me as
Yes.
well. Don't worry.
Okay, this
It
one.
almost landed on me
That one was not
once.
something I've heard before.
Don't really jump.
Saw that.
Okay. Do you want to go? Do you want to?
If only Kingsley were here today.
I could share
Yeah,
some
with the big
points,
shield.
but
Great.
I do think that maybe potentially Acteras would be
That's alright.
either
I'm
Professor
sure there will be
Acteras or
more.
Mrs.
I don't
Bellicosa.
know if they'll take the day off though. Yeah, maybe I should talk to him about it. Well, cause I don't plan on. I mean, I do potions.
So
I really
you're gonna
hope
sit there, you know,
Delcaras
sorry
doesn't.
for yourself.
Potions can use.
Like, come on, we thought
I
it
mean,
was a piece, and it didn't exactly get ripped shreds. I know it's a
I
fake
don't think I
one,
have
but come
magic,
on.
'cause I can't.
You're pretty
You
alright.
don't know
We
how
got a few
to
decent
use
hits in. Seemed injured. Kinda.
Everybody can learn.
It's fine, we did good.
It can take a
Yeah.
long time, depending.
Could have been worse. We're all still standing. Kind
Did I
of.
learn it in like 5
Depending if
minutes?
you have an affinity. No,
Yeah,
no,
kind
no,
of.
no, no, no. Absolutely not.
Oh.
You first have
How would
to
I know
get
if I
the
If,
have an
affinity,
affinity?
Being tossed across an arena and being
That's
conscious
basically that.
afterwards and a dislocated
Some
shoulder is
people
the
have
worst of
cells
it, then I
early
think we
on.
got lucky.
There's
We'll manage.
I have mine.
We can always find a way around it, and
Yes.
we'll, you know, we'll figure out something.
Not everybody has one.
Mm.
But you can
You
get
know,
one.
I could have made it fair with you.
Hello.
I realized today
Professor.
because I have this, and that's range, and I could have.
Hi, Professor.
But it's hard to.
Oh,
see.
You
wait.
said you wanted
Pebbles
to learn
were
wind
shooting
magic,
something.
didn't you?
Oh, well, yeah, I kind of want to learn that, but
Oh,
I think at this point,
that would actually.
That's you know what it's like.
I'm more focused on the fire stuff. I think I'm right at that.
Actually, yes.
I want to be able to do something about
That would
aiming.
actually quite good.
I think I
You
missed one of my
didn't try.
firebolts today on the Rift
Sorry
Beast.
about
I'm not
Yeah. Okay.
a great
okay.
shot, unfortunately.
Cool.
Hmm.
Ow.
Oh,
Sorry,
good
my leg.
stuff. Well, you can come to me about that at any time.
Oh no! Please no. Please no.
Oh.
No.
Thank you, Professor.
Not here.
Hello.
Do you have a moment?
I do. What is it that you want?
Perhaps Arco and Ventus are done then.
For help in developing a spell.
How's your division work going?
Punch something.
Well,
What'd
Never
you
seen
pick-
it
what did
cast
you
like
do?
that.
Hang on. So if I take
Solus.
the fire thing,
Solus.
and then
Solus.
hang on, no, wait, give me a minute. Hang on. So if I can take the fire,
I'm going to check on
and then I
Delcaras.
throw the fire, right? So I shoot it out. Like,
I'm gonna.
but I
move
miss because
on.
I'm a bad shot. I'm not a good shot. But if I just keep it in my hand, I'm good at punching stuff anyway. I do that all the time. I punch people all the time. Not all
You
the
have
time.
a sword.
Please
Combat.
don't.
Anyway,
Please don't light.
I know
the,
I have a
the
sword, but-
cafeteria on fire.
I won't. Don't worry, Captain. I won't do that. But if I can use
Okay.
fire, I can put it on my fist, and then I could go up to it, and I could.
He's going. I thought he was gonna
Punch
shoot fire at one of us and say I could punch something.
Yeah, that would
Ooh.
not be good.
A blast.
That wouldn't
An
be
explosion.
ideal.
I could do a big kind of.
I
And if it's
mean-
all in the hand, I can get up and close and personal the way I like to be, and then I have to worry about aiming because I'm a shit shot.
Well. Oh, that's true.
You get better at
No,
aiming.
yeah, I know what you're saying. You should get better at aiming.
But I'm really good at punching. Like it's kind of what I'm good at. Like it's my thing. I fight with my sword, but I punch a lot. Like I knock people out and stuff. That's what I like doing. It's
Yeah, no,
thrilling, it's exciting.
having a boost to the attack. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, that's a good idea.
You could potentially
And,
have
like-
a small kinetic explosion in a punch.
I want to punch like it's a sun in my hand.
Are you making?
I want to
more-
put so
what
much
are you
fire
making
around it
now,
that it
Ivy?
explodes as I hit him, and it goes all.
I'm also going to check on Telkaros. I will be there.
Chocolate with
Alright.
No, it's just strawberry.
We'll see you at
I wanted to bring
Lumendorm.
some to the
I could.
to the tea
Because I could
party.
do this thing Bellacosa did with the
Okay.
hang on, what? How do I explain it?
Yeah, you know
Okay,
what? It was really
bear
good.
with me here. I need someone to talk to you about it.
Okay.
Me and Luca were told to visit Bellacosa at one point. We were both unsorted, and we watched Bellacosa's magic stuff, and it was really cool. It shot firebolt right into the sky, kind of like mine, but like way better. It didn't stop, it didn't explode midair, which is amazing. But then they also made a huge fire kind of pillar come out of the ground of some weird summoning circle thing. But like, what if you remove the summoning circle stuff and you just shoot out from your hand through a punch?
I mean, I don't see
What if
why
you
not.
miss the whole spawning it somewhere else and you just
Yeah,
right up close
that's
explode in
a good
someone's
point.
face kind of thing? Because the Rift Beasts are like really weak to magic. It actually looked hurt when I hit it with Firebolt. It hurt, but it took damage. It was affected. Sorry,
Put it in there,
but if I
She
could,
said she was coming back.
Okay.
but then if I could
Terra members.
risk my fist bitten off.
Yeah, Solus. I'm gonna.
Oh,
head-
sorry,
I think Irene's going to the tea party. I'm gonna go to the Lumendorm. You guys are welcome to join whenever.
All right.
Oh, okay. I'll come in a bit. I could
Okay.
punch it in a weak point. If I could punch it in the mouth, and then use the magic from inside the mouth, I could blast a hole through its head using the weak point because it's got no armor on the inside of its mouth, probably. Because that would be weird if it had armor inside the mouth. It'd be like uncomfortable or something.
Mhm.
And then I could totally punch in it, and then like be a real fire explosion. Maybe it hurt my hand, but I can deal with that if it takes out a Rift Beast. And the problem is I gotta be careful it doesn't bite my hand off or just eat me.
Why don't you
But that's another thing I can
get like
think about later.
a gauntlet? If you got like a gauntlet, that would prevent them from biting down on your hand, and you could still punch.
Oh my god, you're a genius.
I am just using what you're telling me.
Okay, gauntlet. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Oh, you mean
That seemed to be a reoccurring thing.
A what?
Did you say a date?
Cake.
Debate.
Sponge
Okay.
cake.
Debate.
Debate.
Sponge
okay,
cake debate.
debate.
Of
No, I
them
didn't know they
eating
were debating. I do
sponge
remember
cake
them
made with
making it.
actual sponges.
What?
I'm sorry. What?
Yes, apparently this was a previous thing before we got here.
I
What the hell?
told my team something like that.
I told him that that's not what it was, but they wouldn't listen to me. And then Professor Arcturus was there, and he was explaining it as
Okay.
well. And it's just, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't think
The
you ever
Actaris
will,
was explained
unfortunately.
that way?
No. So
Oh.
in the morning,
Okay.
me and Tel were having a conversation about alchemy and what counts as alchemy. And I
Yeah.
told him that technically baking is also a type of alchemy.
Oh yeah.
And then the conversation came up about the sponge cake, and then he was like, then told me he had a cake that was made of actual sponges. And on the way from Lumendorm to the main building, we also ran into Lafron, who confirmed this notion. And I was trying to convince him that that's not how you eat or make sponge cake, and they just wouldn't listen to me. And I
I
told
don't know how to
Professor
make
Terrace,
cake.
and I think he was quite shocked by this as well.
Yeah.
It might be rude, but Lafron, is he
Hmm?
thick-skulled? As the more appropriate way
Oh.
to say it? Or is he okay?
He's different from what I expected. I don't think he's ever been an idiot about anything, necessarily. You
Then
know,
it
it's
must
all-
be a Trozen thing, maybe? Because even Sorrel seemed quite,
Oh.
confused.
Yeah, I don't think they have a lot of artisans over there for baking and recipes and
Maybe.
such. Isn't spell work? I don't know. I barely cover the topic like I said.
Spell work?
But I remember reading a little line that was just spell work is different in Rosa because they are more. The practices are different. Recorded.
I mean,
know.
everyone's practice is different.
Everybody has their own
Huh.
views. Everybody does things differently.
I will
You
stop
find what
talking
works for
about
you.
mana. Yeah, okay. I don't know enough. Okay. What was that hand? I didn't see it.
So it is.
You're
Yeah.
mumbling.
Oh.
Oh, where is she? Oh, there. Hello.
Hello.
I didn't see you.
You're very sneaky, apparently.
I don't even blend in.
Where did you come from?
You're wearing bright yellow.
Here.
There's not there. Alright.
I didn't
You haven't
see
seen
them
Emma,
at
by the
all.
way.
I
Apparently they're
just
running
there
around
for-
injured. They're not going to go rest up in the infirmary.
Huh?
What?
Bunny? Rabbit feet.
Emma?
Fast?
Emma.
Yeah, apparently they're injured and they're not staying in the infirmary. So they're Kiki?
I mean, they
What
literally
happens to
just...
us?
Oh, God.
She's
What
headed to
happened to that one?
Ventustorm.
Kiki?
Emma.
Hey, it's Kiki. I don't know, the small bird. I'm bad with names. Right, I'll be back in a bit.
The small bird's
Don't worry, Captain.
Kiki.
I'll explain in a bit. Yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Fuck, okay.
Yeah,
What
she
is
must
it
have
with-
had a bad time.
People getting injured and not getting treated. They're not doing anyone any favors.
I don't think the Chancellor has been around. He must be busy somewhere else.
There's med team, isn't there? You were there. Even Mordred popped an arm back in place.
I was gonna
We didn't ring a
say.
bell.
I mean, I don't.
Black and Bell. Black Bell.
Hey,
The
Val.
bell was not wrong because there was no, like, nobody was dying, so...
Eh.
So,
Yeah.
Why is Emma injured though? Was that from the combat exercise?
I mean, they just had their combat.
Yeah, okay, I thought so. But that's been like I'm gonna go check on her. Ow.
Was it No, did he mean Emma or Kiki?
I'm gonna
Was-
go
did
with
she
him
have that
just
on?
in
I think he
case.
was looking for Kiki, but Emma was injured.
I'm coming with you just in case there's actually anyone in there.
Oh yeah. Right. I mean, I
Oh, it
don't
hurts.
know if she was supposed to be there or if they. I know. I'm just gonna give it a minute and wait. Emma. No, don't. Never mind. Is she here? I don't know.
She's not
They're
here.
Light infirmary. Okay. Isn't that? Hang on.
I think this is for
Yeah.
severe
Okay.
stuff. I'm not sure. Or it's like a resting room. I don't
What's
remember.
that
I
one?
think that's a surgery room.
Is there anyone in here?
No, there's no one in there.
No, no one's here. So Emma's dying in a ditch somewhere, or she's fine.
She's not. She ran away with a drink. I sent her to Ventustorm.
Oh, okay. So
Did she take a potion, or where did she go?
Solus needs to be more clear.
She went to the back door through the kitchen.
Oh.
With a
Oh
beverage
man, it's
that's
still
from-
bright.
Injured.
Yeah, I was not expecting
Shit,
that. We
it
were
is still
in.
bright.
We were
Ah,
inside
so
for so
bright.
long.
Spiky are sneaky.
Oh, there's
Yeah, I
Kiki.
heard them fighting through there. Huh. Oh, I see. Alright.
Hello,
Have you
Kiki.
seen any of my team?
Apparently Emma was headed to Ventustorm.
You should be there.
No,
right now.
she's at a goddamn tree on top of it, soaking like a child. And Solis is trying to talk her down. I cannot find my team.
Can you? Which tree? The one in the center?
Can
Yes,
you
the
call?
big one.
Yeah.
Can you please tell
Call
Tao
any
that
Ventus
she's
members.
found?
Sure. Captain Tao, your teammate Kiki is searching for the rest
No,
of the
No,
I
squad.
she
already found
found-
Emma. Yeah,
She found Emma.
Emma and tell that we should meet at the
What's your
dorms.
request? Oh, okay. He's requesting that Ventus meets at dawn. Tao or Ventus itself?
Ventus.
Okay, yeah, he's on it. He should be.
Thank you.
I hope the combat was not too exhausting.
I hit him 2 times and he hit me once.
The cemetery in the dorm area. No,
Dorm.
center tree. Yeah.
Hey, I'll see you guys later.
No,
Goodbye.
not yet.
That's valid.
Sorry, mini joke. Yeah, they should be on their
It's
way.
very
right now.
different from the last time I saw her.
Who? What? Oh, I'm being a call.
There's one.
Yeah? Are you... Sir, are you...
He's like
Is your line open?
The meeting advent. Oh,
Alright, copy. Wow, the party in this earpiece right now. There we go.
A
Okay.
bunch of people talking.
Oh boy, okay. There he is. Big brother. Well, I gotta say something about it. Like,
What?
I don't know. I'm concerned if it comes up. I suppose because I don't want to make you talk about anything. I just mean, you know. What do I tell people if they ask me questions?
I don't know what you're talking about, Jackson.
The bad vibes leaking out of your eyeball.
The occult
and your
magic.
hands. You practice occult magic?
I don't.
I never would have. Okay, yeah, okay, then. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll Gotcha. Okay. That's what'll happen. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. God damn it. Okay. What about your eye? What happened with that? Because
This? The
Yeah.
faceplate?
Yeah.
It just happened during sparring with Sorley. I'm okay. I'll get it repaired somehow.
Well, she hit you really fucking hard.
Right, Professor's orders.
I don't know if that was necessary.
And necessary or not, the goal was knock the opponent out, and that is what she did.
Well, maybe I just have a problem with Octavian's orders then. I don't know.
I feel like a lot of people have a problem with Octavian in general.
Yeah.
But that can't be helped. He's a professor.
Look, I understand. Okay, that part, that right there, is just. I don't agree with that. I think if we're working together, you know, that line of trust can be evolved into something. And I understand him being strict. I just don't agree with the method of, you know, potentially injuring brutally your peers and such. I think that's really, really brutal. It doesn't sound very
There was medical on standby though. He was prepared.
Yeah, my ego's a little bruised too, I suppose. Okay, fine. I mean, it's not. I don't agree with. I don't know what to think. Can we fix it? How do we fix it?
I just need to either talk to someone who knows Aethertech and see what they can do.
Okay.
I don't know what materials they need or anything, but I don't think
Is
I don't know.
okay. Is it well, Oberdeen might be a good one to start with.
Probably.
In the meantime, is it functioning? Can you see over here? what I'm doing?
Yeah, I can see. I just any
Okay.
functions of anything else, I can't. So like I can't blink, or else something might chip
Yeah,
and
the
get in my actual eye.
eyebrow isn't tracking. Okay.
No, Para.
Okay. Talia?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If it becomes an issue, can you let me know, just so for field purposes, not.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry I made you talk
Give
about
me 1 second.
Sure.
Where did he go?
Once you have the fitness, you can continue. And we shall organize a timing for the best day. Very well.
Thank you, Yuki.
Thank you, Professor.
Solus, please don't fall, or let anyone else fall from that tree. I would
We're not
appreciate
gonna
that. That's an
fall,
order.
don't worry. We're good.
It's an order.
I'm on standby.
Understood, Captain.
Was it Lumen having it?
Yeah, I thought so. I was gonna check. Well, is Tel still in that office? Knock.
Give us a moment.
Alright. If this is about tea, I could help. Are we the only guests?
No.
We're just making the tea now. Just making
We're
the tea
making it
now.
now,
Yes, we're
just
sorting
give-
that out.
Alright.
They might be doing something.
Okay, it'll be just a second.
They
just a
are.
second.
Don't come in,
They
I'm
are,
naked.
sounds
Hold
like-
on.
Yeah, he's naked. You can't
Now I
tell.
want come in, Val.
No, we're.
Okay.
It's a
No,
surprise.
Okay, I got you.
Okay,
Yeah, are
I'm
we the-
making the tea. You can come in
Are
now.
we the
We'll
only
get
team?
in the little super surprise.
I mean, if your other team members have retired, or if
Oh,
they're
well,
not.
Solus is dealing with
It's-
something that Ventus probably has soon.
Yeah. I mean, he's free
But
to
no,
join
he's-
us on.
This is perfect, yeah, because we're both. Sarvyra's second in command now.
Mm.
That means she gets to tell. Oh! Hello, Tel.
I don't think
Apologies.
I don't think I'm that startling of a sight, am I now?
No. I was trying to go through the door and immediately was surprised by Jackson, and
Mhm. And his
I need your help with the tea. I still can't really use my right arm all that well.
I know.
Can I just direct you through it? I'll do my best Bombadil
I want to sit on the throne.
Can I? Oh. What the hell?
Your best Bombadil impression. Please don't, actually.
Yeah, they got the.
Why?
What it's about. It's fun though.
Me. Right.
And no one's here to stop me yet. Ooh.
Inside you'll find some
There we go.
chamomile,
Is it wrong of me to feel like I am invading?
petals, and the seeds are all intact as one. Now it's an important.
No, I
step.
think that's normal.
Apparently you've got to do it step by step.
But
You pull out
I have my staff out and everything.
individually and set them aside into a pile.
Right, but you're using it as a walking stick, are you not?
My first decree is that you.
You're doing great. It's a very complicated.
I don't have a.
process,
Oh,
I know.
teach me how to make
I know my
strawberry shortcake.
Sure. Now remove the.
Well, do you actually want to learn, or are you joking?
Am I not the king?
No, you're Jackson.
that's just rude. I could have you beheaded for that.
Go ahead. Do it. He won't.
King Jackson. I wouldn't like that. Too much people to take care of. Yeah, no, I really do want to learn. I think that'd be nice. Good to have that skill. I do adore weed. Oh.
Well, with Ivy and making milk strawberry, it's not a soup, and
It's a soup.
whatever
It's
that
a
was.
soup. I royally decree the soup is in the title now.
It's not a soup.
It's fine. Why are you so fired up about it?
It's not a soup.
I don't care what it is. It's fucking weird. Ugh.
But it's good. It's a good weird.
Come here, be king with me.
I don't want to.
2 kings.
No, I am okay.
Dude, why not? It's such a wonderful job. It's amazing. I get to look at all this and think, I'm in charge.
Jackson, do I need to remind you
Yeah.
we're not in Terrantor?
I mean, nobody is queen here. I don't understand, or king. Is that how they're running this?
Still their property.
That's true. Well, it's ours. Rosewood's property. It isn't theirs if we take it out the back door. Get it over to town.
No.
Don't give me ideas.
I'm trying to prevent you from
Like
doing
Bombadil
them.
said, we're all mischievous. Well, explaining them probably isn't going to help.
You came up with the idea.
I like your reverse psychology method. I'm going to give it a shot. Sarvyra, don't sit next to me on this throne.
Okay.
It would make me angry.
You're already angry.
Wow, it worked! Oh man. Yeah, I'm an effective negotiator. We're going to Linvale, I can already tell.
That's... well...
I really need to stop making claims like that because they come true a lot of the time.
Yes. Please don't say anything absolutely outrageous.
Yeah. I mean, it's not outrageous. I think we could do it. It's just, like... I wouldn't be too surprised, I suppose. I felt like our answer was good. I felt good about the answer. Did you not?
No, I did. I'm messing with you.
Oh, okay. I got you. Oh.
Under the circumstance that what you
Alright,
said really did come true, you should be careful with your tongue.
Oh, that's true, because maybe that's my, maybe I'm a fortune teller.
Terrifying.
A time mage. That is terrifying. Oh, Solus is here.
Hi, welcome. Need my assistance? What do you need help me with?
Oh, wow.
I need you to help us some
No,
with
it's
some
fine.
water.
It's fine.
My arm's
Please put this in the stove. Please put this in the stove. Please take it off me. Please take it off me. There we go. Thank you.
Stove.
Great.
In the
Okay.
stove? That's the big one.
I think Nora could use some push-ups.
I don't know what you just said. I'm sorry.
I don't. No, it's not important. It was actually really mean. I know it was about one of my friends, so
Jackson.
I'm not gonna. Never mind. I know. It's fine. Blinded you. Oh yeah, no, you're right. It's really awkward. It is awkward. Oh, hopefully Solia will break the ice. The way that she always does. Hi, Solia.
Why are you in the corner?
I didn't want to invade.
See, I told you, natural as ever. We were checking out your throne, and your thronette. What do they call the girl throne? The queen.
I call them chairs.
It's a good answer.
The chair and the throne. Forbidden love.
My bad. Go on, say it again. And just checking you guys. You okay with me starting a fire? Other ones seem interested in me doing it. It won't burn the entire thing down.
Sure.
If that's okay.
It's their dawn.
As long as you're using the fire.
Well, yeah, but you know. Alright, there it is.
You know what? Any fire-related questions, just relay them to her. Should be fine. I think that I'm gonna trust her judgment.
Very important.
Yeah.
The last ingredient.
You're the firekeeper.
I see. I'm allowed to start a fire then, am I?
Good.
Cool.
I can only say yes so many times, Jackson.
I understand.
Some water too. Doesn't bother
Like the last
should be enough, and there we go.
Oh.
Give it a tap.
Perfect.
God. The end of the world.
We already did that.
Are you okay?
That's a secret. You're not meant to know that.
It just like
How was being up in the tree?
Oh, it was exciting, you know? I've never climbed a tree before.
Oh, at least there's a big enough one in the center of the dorms. I hope no one fell off.
What do you mean?
No, we were fine. Worried about Emma though. They seem particularly against going down to the teammates again. I'm not entirely sure what they're doing in there, but I don't think they're particularly happy with her.
Trying to. Didn't feel like I was.
I think it could be something to do with
You were holding out better than I would have.
the combat class.
My leg.
I just wish we could have.
She seemed fine before.
Hard to say.
Oh.
Valuable asset.
Well, from what I was told, eventually he passed out mid-combat class. And it might be a mix of missing home as well. She was messing with spoons up on the top of the thing. She's got a little instrument thing that you can play, and she uses spoons to make it. It's pretty impressive, but I don't know how the academy feels about nicking spoons to make an instrument.
I don't know, we've been told once not to take stuff from, like, the auditorium or around the school unless it's, like, in the warehouse or something that no one really has property over, but I don't know. Does anyone else know about
Maybe they found them there. And Gio did, because he climbed up and talked to us as well. And that, I don't know.
Alright. I just hope she's careful. I hope so.
Don't worry about him.
You're going to be a stealth team.
Been supposed to for a while.
It's okay, but I'll ask the captain as well, but it'd be okay if I invite them over every so often to Tara to check up on them, right?
Yeah. I don't see why not.
Appreciate it.
Aye, tea is ready.
Ooh. Tea, oh, I gotta... Thank you very much.
Chamomile tea with a hint of electricity. That sounded terrible. I'm
Don't
sorry.
say it like that.
I'm not gonna get electrocuted, yes?
Electrocute the tea?
We're not gonna get electrocuted, yes?
Would you like some
Am
tea?
I going?
No, it's not a
No,
verb.
no, I didn't. I was worried for a moment that it would be a shocking revelation, but no.
Okay, now I'm not drinking it.
Get our drinks.
If you don't,
That's the fourth time in a row.
I forget, I get excited.
It's pretty good. Don't worry.
Look, if you
It won't
wanted to
hurt you.
kill me with your lightning,
Tea's really cool. I just,
It
I
won't
never
hurt.
really
We're
done
all
this
actively
before, like,
drinking it. Look.
and you guys just have it all the time.
Why
It's
does it
exciting.
keep sounding like I'm making strange...
Alright, well, don't burn your tongue. You've done it like 3 days in a row now.
Say something regarding tea
it's good
or
though,
something.
yeah.
Don't worry.
Control yourself.
I can't.
By the way, the fire's going. There is definitely a fire, don't worry. It's not invisible.
No, I see it. What are you talking about?
a second.
Exactly, see? Very visible fire.
Their chairs.
Very visible.
The king's throne and the queen's chair. That's what they call it, apparently.
You have some really snazzy chairs here. Where did you get all these from?
They were stolen.
Ow. I left my
Oh,
tea. Sarvyra.
right. Fair enough.
Hand me my tea from the king.
Did you leave it?
I left
Of course.
it
Used
up
form
there.
of tea.
Thank you.
Tea to electric
God.
booger.
Thank you.
Where's mine? It was over there.
I need to. Yeah, good. She disappeared. Oh, oh, good. I thought you'd run off with my tea.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I've swapped yours for poison, would you believe me?
Yeah, I trust you too much.
There's a door or a
This is
chair.
a difficult choice. I don't want to sit in the thrones, but I'd prefer to sit on this side so I can see everyone.
I sat on
and
the throne.
Not this side.
What happens if you sit in the throne? King Telkaras.
Oh no,
My
I
God,
feel
no.
like I'm being possessed by the spirit of Cecilia.
I'm not carrying you.
Where's someone to carry me?
If anyone were to carry Cecilia's spirit, I think it would be Honora. Yeah.
Excuse me. At least I can
She's
do
so
my
I mean,
own
look at
better
her.
than
Physical.
Honora,
I think
please,
I'd
I
make
need
pretty
your
good
help.
royal.
Oh,
Jackson.
I need to sleep.
2 days ago, after the
Mm-hmm.
combat initially, I was with her in the mess hall. She was sitting next to Zuko, and she was begging Zuko to go grab her water when it was like a meter away from her. And when Zuko refused, she asked the bomb,
Oh, this isn't
a
reflective on
fragile
me.
old man, to get her
Yeah.
own water. Don't ever say that to me again. Please, I beg of you. I'm better than that.
But you're
Honora,
so strong in spirit.
Yes.
are you talking tea? Are you spilling tea, per se?
It just gets worse, doesn't it?
Really? Really?
What? What's getting worse?
Don't worry, I got this.
Oh, sorry.
You can keep sitting there. It's not like I use a footstool.
I feel kind of threatened, honestly, with you at this distance.
This is a threatening distance for you?
He's got a gun.
Oh,
Doesn't work.
that's a good point.
It's private information. They can't. Never mind. It totally works.
No, I saw that last night.
Truth's out.
Are you going to shoot Tell for his throne?
No, that'd be ridiculous. Why would I want the throne?
Oh, so it's
Sure,
for
for
fun.
staying on the throne.
Gold and shiny.
Yeah.
There's more to life
For
than
this-
gold.
Like killing.
That is true.
I mean,
So,
there's more to life than gold, but gold is a very useful material. Yeah. It's a shame that it's being sat on. If it is a real
Oh my
gold,
god.
and not
Did
just...
Ivan drop off the strawberry milk? I thought he was on his way to do that.
No.
Okay.
I think it might have gone to
Strawberry
bed
milk
already.
soup.
I don't know if you
I
did.
don't
I
think
mean,
it's
it
real.
could be made out of
Mhm.
some... It could be made out of something else and painted gold.
You know, I
Who
might
knows,
ask
maybe
to
the
have
one
one
that's
of
for
these
cheap.
melted down.
I mean, if they were trying to
Liquid
sell
gold.
Villain that's for
legitimate...
cheap.
Can
I'm
you
not a
scrape
big
some
fan
of
of
it off?
like, you know,
Do
posh
care more
people. You
about
want a hand with that.
appearance than anything else, as long as it looks real.
No.
And they believe
Alright.
it's real.
Bring
Stuff
it to
around.
the third floor
I wonder
of
if
the...
Cecilia's tiara is real.
Yeah. Oh,
Let's
the
go.
crown.
probably.
A little better for audio.
Right. Well,
Surely not.
anyways, while we're all here, there was something I
Yeah.
discussed with you the prior day.
Right.
Unfortunately, Cecilia is not present, but Stella isn't present. But it would be quite beneficial, I believe, for us to talk about our teams and how we could perhaps work together in the future or complement one another, as it were. Since we
Sure,
fought
did you
each
have
other so
anything
much.
Specific in mind? That's a good point. Yeah. Apologies for
Well-
being so brutal about that lately, by the way. Octavian has a way of forcing that out of us.
He does. It's all good.
Yes.
Anyways,
Yes.
well,
Right.
first of all, I think it's important for us to discuss what we believe our teams are really focused on. You know, as an overall goal or what we want to do as an effective group.
Sure. We had similar discussions recently.
Oh, well, we did too, at least about our own personal progressions, but not, anything really further, so it is a shame Stella isn't here, because I think she'd have some input as a team captain, but oh well, I'm looking at this empty chair as if it matters.
Yeah, and then the rest of the team as well would be more of a scope, but it's fine. We can work it out here while they're busy. Okay, what are you thinking exactly? To complement, are you thinking going off of what we see here, or are we all assigning each other specific jobs?
I meant more as a what we see. Personally, I think looking at our team, that being Lumen, we are very focused on a standard defensive and holding a position with ranged capabilities.
Right.
Both Anura and, of course, Val. And,
Kingsley is quite the shield.
Indeed he is, as well as Sorelia, of course. And I kind of fill that strange mid-gap of either sneaking off and stabbing someone in the back, sorry about that, or, well, whatever else really is required of me in the moment. And Cecilia does her part to support. So, as a team, I think we fall under perhaps a steadfast defender, or the ideal kind to cause a distraction or hold ground. Now, I'm not too sure on your team's objectives or what you really see yourselves as, so I'd love to hear.
Do you guys have any input?
Well, I can speak for myself, certainly, and from the talk we had, we're not exactly super defensive in our stance. You know, we're a little more
current numbers
kill the
limitless
person
at
and
the moment.
get out
because
kind of thing. We're
the stature
we're
and
pretty
the build
aggressive
of-
in our fighting, from what I can understand, anyway.
Sure.
I mean, me personally,
ideally,
I get hot-headed.
Yeah. Sarvyra, did you have anything?
No, Solus said everything I was gonna say.
Okay. Yeah, ideally, I suppose we would want to remain more undetected and subtle, at least for now, because we have no one with extreme defense at the moment, although I believe it is something we could work on. But that's a long-term situation, and Linvale could be anything. I suppose with what you were saying about Stella, I feel like I fit that role a little bit, not probably to the T, but I have defense and I have range and I have the capability of sneaking away and disengaging pretty easily. Sarvyra at the moment has some range. She's our medic. If it was my call, I would prefer she would stay pretty away from close engagements, just to prolong the life of the unit. Solus is very quick. He's got the fire spell that you all watched today, and he's leaning into that. And Iveen himself, Iveen himself is pretty quick as well. He's taking advantage of that. And today it seemed like he was working on defense, maybe a shield. So overall, relatively aggressive, just in the sake of working with each other. I found myself guarding who I could when we were facing whatever that thing was. I think it's a Rift Beast. And what else? Yeah, so preferably I would prefer that Terra at the moment remains a little bit less exposed in sight on the battlefield, as well as maybe just like their weaknesses and strengths and such. But as we are allies, I think it would be good that you know where our weaknesses stand.
Right, it's always good, yes.
Okay.
Well, if you're a team that wishes, to focus on that slightly more out there approach, perhaps attacking flanks or from behind or taking advantage of surprise,
Like a
then
shock cavalry. Yeah.
exactly. Shock cavalry being what though? I'm not really familiar with the term.
Oh, that's
electric horses or
It's a wow, that sounds amazing. No, it's this
Can we
unit
get horses?
in mil
No.
I want a horse then.
If we ask Iceland if can we get horses?
Actually, I'd
I
probably
think
get more
it's
like
in
a
the
cat.
budget.
A big cat.
A what?
So
Should we ask the town for horses?
We have several big cats on campus.
I could ride one in the tower.
Should we ride
Good
the big
idea,
cats
Nora.
into combat?
Maybe we could finally get livestock, actually.
True.
Yeah, that would be good. That's a good point.
I want to ride a horse into combat. That sounds fun.
Yeah, no,
Finally
so
have
shock
someone know
cavalry
where some of the
is
milk
a
comes from.
cavalry unit, which means men on horses. Shock cavalry is designed to be aggressively offensive. Come in out of nowhere. Most of the time, the smartest use of them have been when the enemy finally spots them. It's far too late to retreat anywhere. And I think the most famous use of it is have you heard of the hammer and anvil tactic? It's the infantry holds off the offenders, and then the cavalry comes around from behind and smashes them against the infantry wall and traps them.
Well, now I'm aware of it. I'm sure Val knew.
Possibly.
Right. Well, if you see your
It's one
team
idea for
useful
one
in that,
situation. Yeah.
then I suppose as us as a defending group could very much be complemented by your side coming in from a tactical flank or from behind then. That, of course, definitely works. Now, let's come up with a theoretical situation, shall we? Let's say, I don't know, the Rift Beast we were fighting today, for example, were to appear once more. What didn't go well?
Ranged defense.
This is a good discussion.
I agree.
I'd like to go last if anyone else has.
Solus?
Yeah.
Well, I had a little think about it myself, and I thought, and I actually think you're pretty strong, and I think I'm right with a sword, and we both attacked the ankles of the damn thing. It didn't do anything. It just kind of kept going, and it had such strong ankles. It was bouncing around everywhere, jumping across the entire thing. Yeah, it's got a lot of thick armor.
A little non-magical damage.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And then when I shot my little firebolt, it did a decent bit. It flinched. No, it reacted to being hit by it. It was something. It was a nice little adrenaline rush, and then I ran out of energy. But I think the thing to keep in mind is the outside's very, very sturdy. It's hard. It's armored. It's all of them are similar anyway. But the inside won't be. Probably. Maybe. I'm assuming it wouldn't be. It'd be weird to have solid insides, right? I had a bit of an idea. Well, yeah, I got a bit excited earlier, and I thought learning a fire punch and then punching it in the mouth and blowing its head off that way, but I think that might get me killed, so
you
not
you
that.
might lose a hand if you don't do that
right.
That's
but
true. That's
some
true.
sort of
And
way to
Physical prowess.
maybe some sort of way to pry it open. Some sort of maybe we could design some sort of weapon that uses magic into the tip of it or something, right? Because it's magic damage. That hurts. You get some really sharp magic, stab a hole in it, and then you just shove everything you've got in there.
Or breathed in.
Perhaps a poison, yes.
Yeah, that could weaken it really good from the inside.
Perhaps a discussion with Bombadil might suffice.
Yeah,
I mean, if you can stab the eyes as well, that helps, but that's not exactly easy.
Could be something to work
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sarvyra, did you...
binding spell.
No.
Some bomb.
No? Okay. You guys were having a talk. If you wanna.
yeah, sorry. I had the idea of potentially a binding spell.
Oh yeah.
Something that
could work
binds it into
too.
place.
Oh.
3 hits in.
Holding it down.
Potentially chip it down even more. And potentially maybe even capture?
I mean, I've heard about it, but I also
Seems
know
risky.
it probably hasn't gone very
It
well.
is, but capturing. What do you mean? Capturing something like that and being able to see how it works, wouldn't that be extremely beneficial?
It
If it
is
was a real
incredibly
rift beast, that is.
dangerous. Trust me.
I don't think it deserves
Everything
that
we're
chance
doing
to
here
keep
is
living.
dangerous.
No.
Yeah. We're going to have to find out, one way or another.
If we can
What
keep it in a weakened state.
What it can do.
Yeah, that sounds like a bigger discussion altogether for all of us as a school, maybe. Val, did you have anything to add about the scenario?
Not as of current.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I don't want to step on anyone.
Right. Well.
What I noticed wrong was obvious. Honora was one of our first to go down. She was bounced at several times, but I feel like that's easy to fix.
Drawing its attention away from me might be beneficial.
The best shield we had at the time probably would have been Sorely, but no fault of. Because another thing is that I've noticed is that we have a tendency to be distracted when we engage, and not keep in mind our strengths and weaknesses and the objectives itself. So, I mean, actually, Lumen, or at the time, Stella, exploited that, out of most teams, with the capture the flag event. And so, just remaining in that, probably in that frame of, probably in that frame of reason, where we in the frame of reason of the enemy we're dealing with, and for that one it was a rift beast, so maybe taking advantage of its instincts would have been beneficial to us. Its own strengths, because it's probably not going to think about its weaknesses very often if we can expose those. And in the end, I think that is what got a lot of it.
I think as well, a big part of it was continuously getting lightning balls in its face. And then not being really hurt by any physical damage it was taking. So, of course, that's going to draw attention.
That was
if there's more magic near
defense,
it, it's going to focus on what's closest. That is what is actively hurting it. It might try to get to me, but...
No, yeah, if you can distract it, and then we can have it taking more than one point of... That's a good idea. Okay, I'm done. Sorry, Tel.
No, it's all good. I think they're very good strategies, actually. I'm not really a master tactician, but with my experience of what I saw happening, I think it's best if we were to focus, at least as we are now, on a very defensive approach. Right now, we're unable to bind rift beasts. We're unable to really hold them back for too long. So, what better than to run a distraction as the spellcasters pelt into them? The offensive members of our team, such as myself and Solus, well, we can't really do much in the way of melee. Of course, you have your fire spell, which does add something. I wish I could do that, to be honest, but oh well. I believe those of us incapable of dealing damage, whether that be close range or long to a rift beast, should be working as a distraction. I know it's risky, but we must all pull our part, right? And defensive support, as it were, should be focused focusing on making sure that our spellcasters are able to consistently continue to cast without worry or fear of attack to them. If, for example, I understand Solos was being attacked earlier when the beast jumped over, I believe Val actually jumped in the way with his hammer. If we could see something similar happen with our defense, such a situation arise, we could easily unload as much as possible into it. And should our offensive team members be able to distract the beast long enough to reform and recuperate for our defense team members to either take a stamina potion or just regain their senses, then it might buy us the precious time we need to put one down. As we stand now.
Yeah.
That's my view. Anyways.
Definitely supporting or defending our long range, especially our casters, is really important, it would seem. And perhaps if Honora was able to stay up longer, had I been able to defend her, it probably would have gone down. Especially with Solus and his fireballs.
Yeah. Yeah. I also had a ranged ability I should have pulled out at the time. I had forgotten. I don't know if it would have weakened it necessarily, because it's not magical, but it would have distracted it.
Precisely, distraction always can work, as I've found.
Yeah. Okay.
For all we know, they're also quite mindless, making a lot of ruckus and noise, pretending to be a bigger threat than you are.
It's true. That's a good idea. Well, experiment. I haven't dealt with Beast personally, except for that one.
Me neither.
I did find it very interesting, to be honest. The roar it made, while quite frightening and bloody burst my eardrums, was quite an interesting call, I found. Perhaps it could be used to alert others, as it were. Might be better to shut it up before it do
like
it.
a signal.
Yes.
It's actually
binding.
I was told to study things.
No, yeah, because shock cavalry, at least in that situation, is probably going to be more.
I'm still here, don't worry.
Well, just
listening.
Sorry. Just with the idea of the shock cavalry, it would probably be more. The said stealth attack would be the initial attack, because relying on any of us to take it down in one swift blow is not an advantage I think we have yet. At least not that thing that I saw. But, if we can get some kind of really, really good hit in on one of those things, or any enemy, before we spark off a bigger battle, that could be an effective use of terror as well. Something to hit the heart of them and break their defense and morale. So there's another tactic. Okay.
I agree.
You'll have to forgive me, I'm not too familiar with a lot of the stuff we've got here, but 8th attack, you can infuse magic into it, right? You can use magical stuff alongside some...
I believe so.
I'll train to see if I can then blast away those damn things in one blow.
Yeah,
I've got a plan, but I don't know if it's gonna work, and it's risky, but I'm gonna go ahead and get the crafting division at some point. I'm gonna ask if they can make me a gauntlet, something that I can imbue fire magic into. After the day, I realized I don't know, honestly.
Potentially.
I have no idea.
If it's not,
If you want a gauntlet, there's some in the warehouse.
That's a good place.
I need something that can protect my hand as I go to punch him square in the face. I'm gonna learn to do a fire punch. That's what I've set on. That's what I'm gonna do. My aim's a bit shit, so unfortunately I can't rely on myself to shoot something from a distance. And as far as I can tell, it weakens the further away it gets from me. But I can punch something good. That's what I'm good at. That's what I'm used to. I could probably give it a
I
good
was going to invest
right
in a
hook across
small
the
farm.
face.
But
If
you
I
know,
can,
the ingestion of magical poison, it's given me an idea. I'm feeling
Ingestion of
interesting.
magical poison.
Well, yeah, because it's soft on the inside, so that might help against the rift beast if it breathes it in or drinks it.
Potential. I mean, if you could get it to swallow a bomb.
Oh yes, let's just walk up to the Rift Beast. Hello,
I mean, I could
foul
try.
Rift Beast. How
When
are you
it's
doing?
roaring, that'd
Has a
be a great
slingshot.
time.
Yes,
Oh, that's a good point. Right, right.
Yeah, he mentioned
Yeah.
earlier that he had a slingshot and bombs.
No, it's fine. It's fine. That's a hard hit to make anyway. So, but yeah, I'd have to be close.
Work.
Maybe I'll use it if I'm
Hell,
about to
even
die.
getting it to explode in one of its eyes and take out its vision.
Yeah. Okay. Was that most of the?
I think,
Was there anything else?
honestly, we covered everything and more that came to my mind, at least. Can't
You're
wait to
mumbling.
tell Stella about it all. Oh, God.
And keeping your hand like and then we can't hear you.
I really like scratching the back of my head when I'm in
What's
a
the problem?
sighing mood. I was saying I can't wait to tell Stella about it all. Talking of which, wine. I think
Wine?
now that we're perhaps done, drinks are in order, right? Right.
Yeah, let's get wine. Let's go get wine. RP wine. I'm gonna go pick it up. Oh wait, you have some here. We're here at the wine place. Okay. I'm gonna stand by
The
this
wine
shelf now.
place.
It is the
Is that
wine
what we are
place.
to you?
Although I would
The
appreciate
wine
your
house.
wine if you're offering free wine.
No, it's.
You know, the
Honora
extra
gave me
wine
your.
bottle always
Honora
helps.
gave me some of your wine, and I drank it, and it's under my bed right now.
Okay.
It was from 2 nights ago.
It's a precious
Oh, yeah.
hoard, you must understand.
Mm-hmm. There we go. That's one.
Yep.
What did you take? Oh. I want to take the glasses.
I need a bottle, actually, one moment.
Holding a bottle.
Can I sit on the ground? Okay. It looks like you're winking at me.
I'm not.
I can't help but be taken back by it. I know. That's what it looks like.
Did you take a bottle
Done
or
sitting
glasses?
in the throne. I got
I
a
was waiting
bottle.
for
I
the
should
glass.
probably get glasses.
That
One
was the
moment.
Gloss.
I only
thought you were
thought
getting
myself,
glasses.
I apologize.
I love gloss. Don't eat
What?
gloss. Don't eat gloss.
Don't eat glass, please. Don't, please.
Don't eat gloss. That's what she told me. And she's medical, so I have to listen to her. Unfortunately. What did you
I don't
tell
think
me
she would
that?
have to tell you.
I'm so glad
Did you
that you're
eat glass
telling them the
before?
important stuff.
Is that important?
You should hear some of the shit they
Yes.
say.
To tell you.
I'm so sorry.
I don't want to.
This is very difficult. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't fall, don't fall.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, my arm. I forgot about that. Fuck.
Okay, I have an idea.
Glasses aren't that
Tell-
heavy.
Did you find anything in Solus's technique that you think, if it were you, you'd you know what I mean? Critiquing partners and such.
Right. If I, oh dear. If I must be honest, I, may have lost myself slightly, going into the fight as time went on. So I, stopped taking so much notice. But,
Should be enough.
with our first bound,
There we go.
Right.
I,
It's really intense.
yes. I, really have no qualms other than, perhaps more aggression, which you already certainly did alongside myself, so I think we're good. Maybe some friendly sparring might be better for our technique in the future.
Are you alright, Sorley?
Sore. Earlier.
He's sorely.
You are in kicking range. I would be careful.
No, I'm not. I'm at least 2 feet away. And I have a stick.
I'm not afraid of your little stick.
The glasses are also poured, so help yourself.
Oh, okay.
I forgot my bottle.
At least take the open one.
I open this one.
Would you say lime is a... What? Wine is a light drink to start with, as far as alcohol goes?
That's all we have. I think
Depends on the
Cecilia is pretty light on drinks.
It is very
Sarvyra?
light.
You wanted to try some?
I'm okay.
Literally a bottle right here. I'll actually share it with you here. I do this
No,
rarely.
it's alright. Really.
Don't give it if she doesn't want it.
I don't think she's ever drank before.
I see.
Quiet.
You want more too?
Not to rat you out.
Sorry?
Oh, you want more tea?
Oh my
No, it's okay, but thank you.
All right.
Oh my god. I saw a nightmare. The flux. What the fuck?
Everything okay?
Oh my god.
Nothing. I was
Alright.
It's all fine.
expecting my belt.
Just enjoying my wine.
see.
Well, so they inspects her belt.
Oh my.
Oh boy. What is this wine called?
I didn't look. That's a different
wine.
Oh,
That's a very
It's quite sweet.
good
the
name.
dessert one.
It's
this
effective.
one's called Stella Has Bad Taste.
Is that really what it says on the label?
Might as well.
Either the label's lying or I am.
I don't drink a lot of wine. I don't really like it as much as the other things. What was
It's a
it?
shame we don't
My
have a
own
bottle of any
alcohol
other
bars, so-
alcohols, you know.
I don't really know
Strawberry
much
milk
about
soup.
different types of wine. You're right, Solus. You've been just kind of staring for a while.
Yeah.
Solus?
Do you want to drink
I'm
alcohol?
fine, thank you. Next
Okay.
time you get pissed at me, go to kill me.
Hmm?
You're holding back. I could tell. If you're gonna hold back when you're pissed, then what's the point?
Well,
Well, you're an ally. Is one.
I am.
That is one.
Look, I didn't really intend to get pissed at you, and it wasn't at you directly. I apologize. And it was a larger matter that my team is
It
aware of.
doesn't matter
that
who you got
influences
pissed
my
at
view.
or what happened. You take the anger and you push it into battle. That's what I'm doing. Which you probably do as well. I've got an explosive anger to you, and you should take that and use that into something you can abuse in a fight.
Well, it's just a scary thing to do, I suppose, I'll admit. Not every day you,
It's always good to keep yourself in check.
enjoy killing, right?
I'll be back.
Whoa.
Okay.
Really moved. Like from there to there. I didn't even see it.
Yes, I didn't even see
sneakier
them.
than
I saw
people
her
give
stand.
him credit. Okay.
She's fast.
She's very silent. Nora.
I guess.
Yes.
And me talked about some stuff regarding that. I think it was
Regarding what? I don't
oh
remember.
the
I don't know
just
what you're referring
our
to.
spa.
I won't
Our
hold
spa
back
is
next
a
time.
the
nice
spa.
way to put it.
Yes.
I feel it's
Yes,
important to
you
pay
beating the shit
respect
out
to your
of me.
opponent.
Yeah, when I beat the
when I beat the shit out of you.
Respect a poor man's
I
pussy.
fear.
What did we talk about? Because I think it just evolved into magic. Something
It's well, it's my. Okay, I would have preferred if Professor Octavian would have just had me fight
If that's
you.
your belief, then I'm hard pressed to
Yeah,
argue.
like, you know, with my staff, because
Oh, armor.
for
I think
me,
armor would be good.
Next to times I've given in to that.
Just from my,
Yes.
from my side, 'cause as the enemy,
I think it would be too heavy.
I'm killing it.
harass you. Yeah, that's
I don't care what it
true, but
takes.
some
It
kind
would
of
be too
defense,
heavy for
maybe.
me.
I don't care what I
mean,
sacrifice.
I don't know a lot about spells.
Spells,
it.
maybe. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
defensive
Drugs.
spell of some kind.
that's defensive spells.
Ooh,
I've been
well,
thinking of one actually.
I see.
It's it's both. It's a defensive
Well,
offensive spell. So,
just make sure your own life isn't the case, right?
yeah, no, if I had magic, I'd probably use something.
My goal is survival, not to end up snapped up by a rift beast.
We're soldiers. That's what we.
Yeah, anything on my side? Like, what did you see? Like a weakness for range?
I'm gonna take from them.
Right.
They've taken
think
from
you were
me.
doing pretty well. I was thinking
If I have
protect
to
your
put my
head.
own life
head
on the
more, I
line
would
for
say.
that, then so be it.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, my I mean, what was
I
really
wasn't shooting to
distracting-
hurt you. I was actively shooting.
There are
to
nights where I
focus,
hope
but
those things are actually
It might be
sentient.
good to,
They
when
can
you're
think.
up against a ranged caster to protect your head.
Protect
and
the head
your
more.
feet.
Okay. Well, yeah, I
Mm,
should probably
This
insulate
this
or
area is
something,
quite
'cause
vital. This area is quite vital.
This
If
is
you
all
get
metal.
hit in the face with a spell,
You know,
invisible metal.
It didn't really help to block it because I would just.
It would be good
I
if they
mean,
could
if- yeah,
actually
exactly.
process
That's
the
true.
pain they feel.
That's
If
true. I hope it didn't hurt too much. I
it
didn't
actually
think it
affected them emotionally.
at the time.
But sadly, it's a
My heart was racing.
beastly
really fast.
enemy, not just
and
a pig.
It was just strange, I suppose. Bye.
I really wish you could.
I'm sorry. Thank you for the tea. I really need to go handle something.